cancel, they say something. So
No. This is a normal thing. This is a normal thing. We're not saying anything bad.
How'd you know that?
I've seen the clip so many times.
55 burgers, 55 fries.
But him and Russo wanted me to watch it. They told
We
me.
did. We when we went on the cruise, we would talk about it incessantly. Then he's like, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. I don't think no one has said live yet. So
All right, we are
now
live.
we are. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy 8's. Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's, episode 70, Bed Bunks for Sale. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing well.
Hold on. You said bed bunks, not bunk beds.
I mean, it's close enough.
I don't know if I'll ever get the names of my own episode titles right.
all right.
Even
Pretty insane.
the interview podcast I do with the voice actors, I keep saying Beyond the Shadow Realm and not Voices from the Shadow
You do.
Realm.
I've seen.
I've gotten both of them wrong.
Yeah.
I'm 0 for 2.
Yeah, over 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You named
anyway,
it.
yeah, I know I named it. Anyway, I'm so grateful to be here with all of you guys. We are expecting a full crew. Pete is ETA in terms of arrival. Nick T is back, which is awesome.
back.
Caliber and Dredger are here. DJ behind the booth.
Yeah.
Hello?
We love it. Nick T, how have you been, man?
Dude, I've been great.
Good,
Life's
dude.
been good. Yeah.
Good, dude.
Made it out to the lake. Feel refreshed.
Good,
I'm
man.
happy to be back.
Yeah, you need that lake, dude, sometimes to just really
need
feel.
that
No,
lake.
you do.
What does
That
that even
saltwater
mean?
lake, man.
Yeah.
Did you-
I don't know if it's
Freshwater,
Freshwater.
freshwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lake,
Got a brain-eating
was it
amoeba, you know.
Lake Erie?
No.
No,
Lake-
he was
Was
at
it
Lake
the lake by
Lichty.
Santa Fe?
What?
Yeah, I was parked out by it.
He was at Lake Lichty.
So Nick T's been at the lake for the last 3
Yeah,
weeks.
for
We're
sure,
so
yeah.
happy to have him back, though. Dredge, how are you doing tonight?
Wall and pop
I'm
back.
not sure how I'm doing. I'm gonna wait for these hooligans to finish, and then we'll figure it out. You know.
DJ, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh, that's good.
Thank
I'm
you,
glad
dude.
DJ's doing.
Caliber, how are you
Did
doing,
Dennis
dude?
get pushed into the
I'm
lake?
doing pretty good. Long day today, but I'm here.
Good, man. And Pete is doing.
We don't got
TBD.
we don't got Ghost
Yeah,
Pete out.
TBD.
No Ghost Pete.
We don't have
today.
Ghost Pete out. Want to thank all of you guys so much for being here. You guys are incredible. I want to thank everybody who donated or super chatted in the last episode, which of course was episode 70 or 69, excuse me. Huge thank you to Into the Vrains, Crystal Colden, Colin Cleaves, Ice Aiden, Maddie, Max, Legendary Duels, Limestone, Dark Emperor J, Solid Snack, and a special thank you to Anonymous Anime Lover, That Man 666, and Space Cowgirl, who all donated or super chatted over $50. Space Cowgirl and That Man over 100. So thank you guys so much. It is insanely appreciated. And last week was a very, very small crew.
Yeah.
It was just.
It was literally me, you, and Dupree.
That was it. Yeah.
Wow, and Dupree.
And
Yeah.
Dupree. No, Angie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Um,
I think
that-
it's you, me, and Dupree, isn't it?
It is.
I messed
It
that up.
is.
Yikes.
That's fine.
I was here.
DJ
Oh,
was
I
here
got
as
producer
well.
DJ. I apologize.
Yes.
Producer DJ was here. So that's my.
I will say, for on camera, only having 2 of the main 5. That's the first time in a long time.
In a
Now, yes,
very-
Angie was here as the guest.
I had
but
never done that. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was,
was
the
really
first
nervous.
time in a long. I wonder if it's ever happened during the Go Rush era.
Oh no.
It happened during Sevens probably.
when
a couple
Pete and I,
times.
when it was just Pete and I
Oh,
running.
that was
Go
Go
Rush.
Rush.
Was that Go Rush?
That was Go
Yeah.
Rush. Yeah.
it was.
That was Go
That
Rush.
There
might
we
have been
go.
the last
The
time.
nose-
That was the
Nostradamus.
last time, and maybe the
Funny
one
enough,
of the first
funny
times.
enough, while you two were live on my YouTube channel, I was at YouTube in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Walking around
Yeah.
the campus.
They
yeah.
had it on, right?
You probably have a
They
lot
did
of
not
things
have it
that you're
on.
legally not allowed to tell
No,
us
it was
about
not
that.
one of those toys. I was just walking around the public space. I did not
There were some closed doors door
No
meetings.
closed door
What?
meetings with that one.
Konami.
But I want to thank all of you guys for being here, and thank you to everybody who donated or super chatted in the last episode. Helps me out so much, helps out the channel so much. Truly, truly appreciate it. We're looking into getting maybe a larger table or more better microphones, maybe more professional lighting. We're looking into what we can do. So thank you guys for the influx of love recently on these episodes. It's truly appreciated. Episode 70.
Yes.
You know, Nick T, I actually want to start with you because we haven't gotten your thoughts in the last few weeks.
Right.
So how are you feeling about the arc? How are you feeling about just Go Rush? And what do you think about the more recent episode?
I'm really liking the show. I'm really loving Go Rush. I really do like the arc. I'm feeling I have my ups and downs with like Epic, or like I feel like frustrated with that character just because of how like
Oh, Epoch.
Epoch.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, you're good. I think Epic Games.
Yeah, Epic Games.
Like,
Yeah.
we're really pushing this Fortnite stuff.
where-
It's gonna happen. It just keeps accidentally being said. Sorry.
But where we're landing with her, I'm starting to be like, okay, she's cool, we're good. She's starting to be a little less bombastic, which is, it's just like with Tiger, like when she was at her most bombastic. None of us really like
I
her all
like-
that much,
I like
except
yeah.
Dredger.
I'm
Yeah.
different though.
But
She's-
like when she's come down to earth a bit and like stop like calling everybody idiots and is like a huge contrarian, then
You
it's
don't like that?
it grinds my gears. But it's okay. It's whatever. But yeah, I've been liking the arc. It's been great. Something I knew immediately when catching up that I had to address when I got
Yes.
here,
Oh boy.
and it's the elephant in the room. The Mad Gasser of Mattoon showed up.
Oh yeah, you did
Now,
see it.
now hold on, chat. This is crazy because I swear to God, we have not had this.
Yes, we
conversation.
have.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to you guys about the
That's
show.
right,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
and we have not had this conversation. So
Wh-
was that your instant
100%,
reaction, right?
without a
It is.
doubt.
Oh, I've said it
has to
too.
be.
100%.
Immediately.
Well,
Yeah.
now what I've been saying.
I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
like, well,
I rewinded it.
I
I
did-
was live watching it and I
Yeah.
rewinded it.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
holy
there's
shit.
no
never
way.
does that
That's
either.
the Mad Gasser of Mattoon.
And also initially I was like, that was my first thought. I'm like, if this character comes back like in this episode, maybe I won't be as convinced because
Yeah.
maybe it's something else. In
Never
passing once
again.
and has not been back now in 3 episodes.
no, it was just an ode.
It was an ode.
It was an ode to.
To you.
To the show.
God.
To the show.
No,
To the
dude.
show, yeah.
No, dude. I'm telling you, nobody talks about the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. Nobody.
Nobody. He's right. That's what I said. I was hellbound. Like, yeah, it's Mad Gasser.
Well, if you live in
Not
Mattoon,
even.
Illinois, you know you might.
Yeah, they're
I don't
appealing
think
to
they know
all
about it. I'm not sure that they know.
to
Like,
I don't
all
even think anybody lives
population 10.
I've never heard
like-
anybody in my life outside of me talk about the Mad Goose Gasser. of
yeah.
there. Mad Goose.
And
Mad Goose.
You're not
have-
even getting it right,
You
man.
have
I
given
just-
that cryptid more platform than he's probably ever had.
Yes. Yes.
And he appears.
Well, but the thing
I
about it
just-
is it's not really a cryptid. That is
He's a real
allegedly
person,
a human.
yes.
And remember, that was a human that we saw
Yeah.
walking.
there's no explanation about it, dude.
I-
I won't have any other.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's very weird. Well, now, as I've been saying, the last, this we had the Jersey Devils.
We had the Jersey Devils.
We had that weird Nick Yagi thing on the very last episode.
Where
of
he
the
showed
bet.
up in the last, like, yeah.
of the 14 episode bet. Now we have potentially the Mad Gasser of Mattoon.
Here we
Episode 91.
Okay.
Spring Heel Jack.
Why 91?
That's what I call it.
Yeah, I don't know why it has to
Episode
be 91.
Just a very
Like an
specific.
arbitrary number.
I think I said it was
Because
gonna happen
now
in,
we
like,
know if a
episode
character
91.
jumps very high in the episode
And his
for no
name's Jack.
reason.
That's
his name's Jack.
He doesn't
Oh,
even need to
Spring
be
Heel
named.
Jack.
It could be a background character.
But if he
Yeah,
looks
he's
like
bouncing in the background.
Spring Heel
You
Jack
know, I'm
in
gonna have to watch
91.
these episode 5 times to look for a damn man
Well,
jumping
we'll
really
see.
high
We'll
in the
see.
background.
Listen,
right?
and again, if someone's watching,
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
very
it's
nice.
100% appreciate.
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
I'm not convinced. I know you
I
three
am.
are
I'm
more.
I'm pretty
without
sold
doubt
on
convinced.
it. Dude,
Convinced.
the Mad. How many times
Yeah,
you have to
it's
say the
weird.
Mad? Who know? DJ,
Well-
before you came on this, did you know what the Mad Gasser of Mattoon was?
I literally just Googled it to
Yeah,
figure out.
he
what
didn't
it
even
was.
know. Like no one knows. So for them to put in a character that is literally wearing a gas mask and is not gonna do anything else, so it's literally can be there for our enjoyment. Yes, they are watching. 100%.
Yeah, it's weird.
Without saying
weird.
much more on that, I will say, even though there was like some naysayers about it, I mean, someone literally did reach out to you, right? Regarding like, oh, like someone
They're
from
an
the
animator
team.
for the show.
Remember?
Yes.
And there were people that had their doubts.
Yes, yes.
But between that message,
which I've actually never made that public before.
Yikes.
no,
That's awkward.
no, you've definitely talked about it on
I've,
here.
I've talked
You-
about it with you guys.
You've definitely talked about it on here.
No, I don't think I have.
Really?
But I mean, you know what? That probably shouldn't come as the craziest thing
No.
because I am interviewing an animator who worked on 5Ds
Right,
through Go
yeah.
Rush. So, which is a really exciting opportunity. That video should be up in the next probably month.
But then we a
yes.
few people in our circle and outer circle
Yeah.
had their doubts.
Yeah.
But that paired with this tells me
Yeah, there's something going on.
there's something going
Yeah,
on.
no, I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right.
And among us, we'd say that it's sus.
It is
So-
sus.
Little sus.
Um,
Little
Very
sus.
exciting.
You know, this
Very cool
so-
stuff.
But
Very cool
yes, there was that. I really particularly enjoyed that. But as far as the arc, we're finally really getting the nitty gritty of the Galaxy Cup. Galaxy Cup, and I really enjoy it. I really think we're going in a cool direction. I really like the Udius Yuhi dynamic going
That's
on
been
right
the
now.
highlight.
That's
Been
actually
good.
been my
Been very
favorite
good.
part so
Yep,
far.
That's been a
Yeah.
highlight.
Is that we have, you know, the student becomes the master, and now like the two of them are sort of looking out for each other, but have this like friendly rivalry in this tournament, which is like I really like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming that what we end up getting is Udius and Yuhi in the finals, given their conversation. Was that this episode? The beginning of this one?
That was
Yeah,
the
well,
beginning of this
you
episode,
he
yep.
said like he wanted his Zach, where you could tell like the whole mood and tone
The
change.
tone shifted.
He's like, I want
yeah.
to verse you in a fiery rush duel. Like he really wants
Well,
like
it's funny because I saw that, Nick T. I didn't think the
Thank
finals of the
you
tournament. I
for
thought
the
it could even be
dono.
ceremonial duel. They
Yeah.
duel to start the show. They duel
Wow.
to end the
I think
show.
Oh.
I
But
thought that same
it's
idea.
also, but it's tough for me to say that means no Yugioh Yuga.
Until
which is
then.
another
Oh.
seemingly obvious ceremonial duel.
It's not.
pick.
I don't think that's ceremonial.
But
though.
you know, I don't know. I
have
mean,
to
if they
keep Yuga
duel,
around.
it would be reminiscent of when Yugi and Judai, the first two pro tags,
Exactly.
the first two.
I ended up getting spoiled that happened. But even with being spoiled, that is what I expect real life Yu-Gi-Oh dueling to be.
Yeah.
Like literally everyone counters everything. You can't get a. That was the most realistic dueling I've ever saw, and it was great.
I will say Yugioh Yuhi.
Yeah.
It's an anticipated
Can
duel.
definitely be a ceremonial duel.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It definitely can be at this point.
I took him starting this duel in this episode as him passing up the opportunity to duel Yuhi in the tournament. And
Yeah,
then
he
they're
has
going
to
to duel at a
kinda.
later time.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if Yugioh is even going to qualify because
that's
Which,
why.
by the way, we do have the summaries for 72 and 73. We're going to go over those when we get to them. That does kind of indicate whether or not he's in the quarterfinals. So we'll get to that when we get to them. But just based on the episode, it didn't seem like he was going to be.
Yeah.
That's how I took
Yeah,
it.
that's how I
He
took
had
it.
that's a good
till
point,
sundown,
actually.
And now he's dueling Zion, and who knows if he's even going to beat Zion.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not convinced, but also like, yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like, I don't see how it could happen, but stranger things in these shows have happened.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's hard for me, even if it's not Yugi, it's hard for me to believe that Udius doesn't qualify.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it'd be surprising, but like,
It's like, our protagonist doesn't even make it.
So I said it during the watch along, and I was like, honestly, I think I'd prefer if he didn't qualify for like the quarters or the semis, because one, it's super unique, doesn't happen often in
True.
Yu-Gi-Oh, and two, it lets the tournament kind of be very unpredictable, because now anybody can realistically win, right?
Yeah.
If Udius is in it, it's like, all right, Udius is going to win it, but if he doesn't get to the quarters or the semis or whatever that is, you know,
It wouldn't be the end of the world.
It's wide open.
It's wide open.
And then you have a new winner. It reminds me kind of the GX tournament at the end of season 2 where Judai wasn't in it and he was busy doing some other things.
Okay. You know what?
So I think that's the last time, though, where the main protagonist was not involved in, like, the finals of a tournament.
Right. It'd be very interesting.
Yeah,
I'd be,
it'd be very weird.
and I guess my final notes on this last batch was just like how weird it is that our Providence just shows Providence just shows back up,
Yeah.
and he's turning people into furniture.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it,
Yeah.
just because I'm like, okay, somebody's turning everybody into furniture, and it happens to be the guy that was under our nose for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very weird,
Yeah.
but I dig it. I guess it's cool.
I mean, he's dripped. Dude.
He is
I mean,
he's consistently been dripped.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
he has got
His closet is
respect
just
the
nice.
drip, Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. We'll talk more about him, of course, in a little bit. Cal,
that's all I gotta say, yeah.
I'll pass it over to you. Just generally, and thanks for going over that, Nick. What are your
for
thoughts on episode 70 here?
It was a good episode. It didn't like blow me away by any means, but I think the episode as a whole is a really good place to start in terms of like building off of this Yugi-Udius, like, I don't want to say new type of relationship, but like it's like a mutual respect now rather than like Nick T was saying, like the student becoming the master. Now they're both at that level and they're both like, you know, Yuhi wants to try his bout against him again. He wants to go after him and like in an actual duel.
I think it is a new
And-
relationship.
And I think it is. It's a new step in their
Yeah,
relationship, if
for
you will.
sure.
And I think building that up and then getting to where they even complement that relationship again when he looks at Yuhi when he's about to do this duel and he's like, "No, you do it. Like you go for it. You go after it right now." And Ivory is calling me if you want to answer.
yeah, okay.
But I'll continue. But he's trying to. I lost my train of thought because Ivory just called me.
Yeah,
But,
when I recall you that, you know,
yeah.
you gotta check it out.
Well, it's funny. I wasn't gonna answer something that's whatever, and I saw her on my laptop pop
oh.
up, and I'm like, well, Dylan clearly didn't answer his
Clearly.
phone. So
That's
here you go.
exactly yeah.
But no, like even when he decides to step in and defend,
Thank
Epoch.
you for
And
the dono.
there, and he looks to Yuhi almost as like confirmation that he's like okay with him defending her. And I think that confirmation and that like defense is just like, look, like I know you've been with her this whole time, and I have missed like hanging out with you and being around you, but what tutor would you be if you're not protecting the person you're
Yeah.
supposed to teach how to duel?
But
Yeah.
I
That's the
love
true way to show Epoch what rush dueling can really do is by dueling in front of her for her.
Very
So I
true.
think that was a really cool part because like Yuhi's grown so much in that aspect, like where he understands it's not like Udius is only his friend. You know what I mean? Like it's his guy. It's like he's here to help more than just him. You know, everybody's in it together. So I think that
Did he just?
I don't know what he just did.
He dabbed. Oh man.
But
One
yeah,
of those
no,
days.
I like that aspect of the episode, and I was shocked that
Oh,
they
God.
kind of started the duel and then ended the episode.
Yeah.
Because like I wasn't really paying attention to the time in the corner when I was watching it. You know, I'm watching it, and then I look at him like pull his first draw. I'm like, wait, that says like 7:53. I was like,
Yeah.
we don't have much time.
I had a similar-
Literally a minute later, it's over.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way they're wrapping up the duel this fast. Like,
Yeah.
is it going to be just a wash?
What, an OTK?
It's a done, yep.
But no, the episode I think was good, and again, it's a good table setter for this duel because I think next episode we'll probably get the full thing and maybe a lot or a little more plot.
Right.
But yeah, we'll send it over to our newcomer Pete. Pete,
yeah.
what'd you think of the episode? Generally
General
speaking, of
thoughts.
course. General thoughts.
It was good. I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, once you get past the ridiculous concept of turning people into furniture.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's a solid thing. I think Zion, as the CEO and representative, is playing a pretty good role. I'm not as confident on my pick after watching this episode. Kind of feeling we're leaning a little bit Yugioh here.
Yeah.
Kinda feels like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Maybe.
but for the most part, I think what they set up, it works for me.
Pete's mic's off.
Pete's mic is off.
Oh my gosh. Pete, start from the top.
Nah, I don't need to.
Oh God.
no.
All
How
right.
about it was good?
It was good.
How was that?
Hey, well said. Also, check the link. I was trying to hold off on because we were on a time crunch, but got a couple in there.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Jesus
Got to
Christ.
power through, bro.
First of all, before I read them, thank
Yes.
you. Come on, thank you guys.
Come on.
Come
Pete, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
To summation, Pete just basically said it was a good episode. Worried about his pick. He picked Zion. I picked Zion as well. I can speak to that.
I think everyone picked Zion.
We all
did
did.
they
I think
not?
everybody did.
I abstained because I wasn't caught up at the time, and I was busy when.
we all did. We all
But
picked
it's just
Zion.
look at overwhelmingly Yugioh.
Yeah. See, I don't agree with you on
I don't
that.
agree with you.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's transpiring. I feel like
Yeah. Well,
feel like it's that.
we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Angie, thank you for the $55 donation. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. I went to guest on Crazy 8's and all I got was this lousy cold. Honestly, you may have gotten COVID because the new variant of COVID is very similar to what all of
what I
us,
died with.
what everyone experienced. The
Oh my
the
God.
big congestion.
I'm just coming back.
Yeah,
alive the
you
last day.
could have had COVID.
I
We all
picked
could have
a
gotten
good
COVID.
couple weeks to not be here, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought I was never going to
was
see you
fine.
again.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
I'm still congested.
Your immune system.
Yeah.
built
Hey,
different, though.
built different.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I can't believe you're here, Nick. Can't believe it.
I rose from the dead. It's our Easter.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I said on the Twitch stream.
That was you.
I said this is what the apostles must have felt like on the third day.
They're like shocked. Like, where'd you come from, bro?
Yeah.
all kidding aside, thank you for having me. Hindsight, I realized we could make epic puns with her name. Take note. Love you all. I'll continue downing cough medicine. Yeah, so I guess Angie is still not feeling well.
down.
Yeah,
the cough
that
medicine.
sentence.
Yeah,
all you
wait a
thinking of
minute,
is, like,
hold
when I-
on.
Cooking well.
Yeah,
That's
Use
not good.
an appropriate amount
Yes.
of cough.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
there was a Wednesday night podcast we did Crazy 8's 2 weeks ago where we were, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we were remote because I didn't feel well. I didn't want to risk anything. No, because then I was fully fine.
Nah, you did it.
No, I never had a fever. or
Well,
anything.
Well, here's
Starts
the only
with
thing
dirty
I'll say is
Bill.
that like me and Dill were fine and Angie got
Yeah.
sick. So we're being
well,
technical.
so did Maddie. I mean, a lot of people.
Well, I think it
did.
happened over the
Pete.
weekend and not on the podcast.
I think
Calibro.
Dredge, your immune system just beat it, and I think it all started with Dylan. I think
That's
he
not
caused
impossible.
the domino.
Wouldn't be the
only
first
felt-
time.
I only felt under the
Hey,
when I gave Nick T COVID.
globe flu. Oh, that's
no,
even
globe,
worse.
globe flu. I was fine.
Hey, classic stream.
Not only globe flu, I was fine. Globe flu, I was doing a 24-hour stream that night. Was in close contact with him, with Ivrea, with Pete, and with DJ. And all four of them got
I
sick.
streamed
Yeah.
Yes,
for like multiple
you were on my
hours,
setup.
and I was.
Well, I made you go to
unwell.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I made you
Pete
go to
shows
bed.
up and he goes, "Dude, you look terrible. Go to bed."
Yeah, crazy. Angie, seriously, thank you so freaking much for the very, very, very generous donation. Love you, appreciate you. And Space
Thank you,
Cowgirl,
Angie.
thank you for the $50 donation. Thank you so much, Space Cowgirl. Now Nick T has to watch. Has to say which he would prefer his dumplings, steamed or fried.
Oh, that was a great. Yeah, she did this.
Space
question.
Cowgirl, thank you so freaking much.
There is a right
Appreciate
answer
you
here. There's
so
a
much.
right answer, just so you know.
Huge question.
Oh,
I'm gonna say steamed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say steamed.
Wow.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I love fried dumplings.
Okay.
I really love fried dumplings. But fried dumplings, I can only have a set amount.
It was.
Otherwise,
Right.
my stomach goes crazy.
Yep.
Steamed dumplings, I can house those babies.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I understand his answer. I don't like it, but he gave a good reason, so I'll allow.
Right.
it.
I know it's a fence
We'll
sitting
allow it.
answer.
We'll allow
It's
it.
a
Oh, no,
fence
trust me.
sitting answer.
But you're right. But like the best dumplings are any dumplings.
That-
That's what I went with. So,
Okay.
but I agree. Steamed for that health perspective, like 'cause
Yeah.
you're already eating a dumpling, and like what's
Yeah.
in a dumpling, you don't want to know.
Right.
It's like so. I understand.
Well,
eating
yeah, no,
steamed
those
over
fried dumplings after like 4.
Oh, you're just.
I don't feel
feel
well.
it. You
Yeah.
feel it. It's not
But
good.
steamed,
It's
I'm
bad.
like I can have
Yeah,
another
a couple
4
more.
or 8.
I like the explanation. I like
Thank
the
you.
defense.
Dill,
of
do you
it.
like dumplings?
I'm not a big dumpling guy, but I prefer them fried
Okay.
because I'll
fair.
probably only eat one or so.
I agree with you, Dill.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Mm.
huge dumpling
Neither
guy.
am I.
But fried.
Yeah.
Fried.
I respect
If
that. Those
it's
are all
a
good
soup
answers.
Dumpling though, that's different. Soup
Yeah.
dumplings
It's
are
the
delicious.
button conundrum with the meme where the guy's sweating over pressing 2 buttons, and it's I only live one life. I'm just gonna eat what I want,
Fried dumplings.
and I'm going to live less because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So it's a decision of one or the other.
Well, a fried food that is just crazy is fried Oreos. I don't know if any of you guys.
So,
know
I
that.
actually have a
good.
really
Love
good
them.
fried Oreo
So
story.
good,
So,
dude.
I can only eat about one. That's
So-
the only type of food where I actually have to tap out.
I can
after,
have
like,
2.
one.
So it's
but I
funny
agree.
you guys say this. So like when in my previous girlfriends, they all could eat gluten. So then with Nicole I can't, and Nicole's amazing. I love Nicole. But the one
Good
issue,
answer.
the
Good.
one
Good.
issue, the one issue is though is when I go to the like state fair, I go get and I want to get like fried Oreos or funnel cake. The issue is now I don't have anyone helping me. It's only me.
Oh, so you
if
have
I
to
order
house
fried
the whole
Oreos,
thing yourself.
it's for me. I order funnel
And they
cake,
give
it's
you
for
like
me.
5 in a
Bro,
in a serving.
So I will tell you, I've eaten 5 fried Oreos.
I can't.
When
can't.
I tell you,
I think I got to 3 once.
I've
I'm
eaten all.
nauseous,
I've eaten
bro.
all 5. When I tell you, it felt like someone just like was holding a punch in my gut for the next like 6 hours.
You know
it
you're
was
gonna
awful.
Be sick.
Oh, it was
you
terrible.
know that going in.
You
Yeah.
accept
Terrible.
it. You accept it.
Yeah.
You should have like
I think-
pre-gamed that with Pepto Bismol.
That would help.
I think for that reason, I
post-game.
prefer
Yeah.
regular Oreos. I think for
Yeah,
that
no,
reason, I can
that's
eat
fair.
15, 20 Oreos, no problem.
yeah.
The
I eat a
excitement that
sleeve.
you had-
I
No
eat a
problem.
pack. A pack
No
Oreos.
problem. I've done it before.
Bro, I've eaten a pack. I ate a sleeve last
Eat
night.
a whole
watching,
sleeve?
Right.
Watching your Pokemon stream, I ate a sleeve of Oreos last
That's
night. Swear to God.
balls. Yeah.
Double stuffed with
I
milk.
Eat, see, I
Crazy.
eat like a tin of Pringles. Like I'll eat one of those.
I don't
while
like it.
I'm
I'm not a
sitting
big
down
Pringle
watching.
guy,
I
so
love
that's
Pringles.
harder.
I'm with you
That's
on that.
crazy.
I'm with you on
Well,
that.
Angie and Space Cowgirl, thank you guys
Yes.
so much for the very, very, very generous donation. I'll get us kind of back on track here.
Yeah,
Sure,
Jack, they are
please.
good
Thank-
Oreos.
I thought the episode was actually really, really good. I think it's the best episode of the arc so far. I was very high on it. I like when arcs just feel like they have a little bit of a direction, and I like when we finally get to see the villainous character or whatever the threat is going to be. The Phaser brothers were there from the very beginning of the previous arc. Yugioh was always lurking in the background of the past, the first 4 arcs, and then of course you had Rovian and Goha Yuna in Arc 2. You had the Lug in Arc 3. For a long time here in Arc 6, it was, all right, who is going to be this threatening, villainous character? We got maybe a little bit of a tease that it could be maybe Otis or the Relic, but I think they're going to save that for a little later on.
think so.
I don't think we're going to get to that, although we might. The summaries are interesting, so maybe we'll get to that. I don't
Yeah.
know. But that was a little tease that they dropped, and then they strayed away from it for a little bit. I really do love the fact that the Providence shows up here, the one character that we all wish we got to see duel in the 3rd arc, and the one character that I think we all collectively said, yeah, he's probably never going to duel.
I think we did say
We
that.
all said that,
We
like,
were wrong.
I think
like a month
I like
ago.
being
It
wrong.
wasn't even long ago. That's what I'm happy I'm wrong about. So the Providence comes back. We learn his name is Zion. He runs a cheap furniture store. It's kind of silly, but it's one of those concepts when you start thinking about it. I think it's kind of horrifying, to be honest. Like, at least when you get carded or you get killed, you would imagine your consciousness, or in this world, at least when you get carded, you become a
world.
cat.
Right.
You become a cat, which is kind of cute. I'm sure it's fun. I always sometimes I'll look at Liza, my dog or my parents' dog, and I'm like, man, I wish I had her life. We
yeah.
go
Easy life.
You always think about that with your dog.
Easy
I
life.
wish I had your life.
Me too.
So you're a cat. There's no responsibility. I'm sure there's something fun about it. But being turned into furniture, there's got to be something. There's something horrifying about that.
Being a piece of furniture.
You're being like an
you're still
autonomous piece of
conscious.
furniture. You're conscious. You can't move.
Look at Denois.
Yeah.
Denois' face getting slammed in and out by Yugi in the drawer.
It's
man.
well deserved.
Can you,
Um,
yeah, I was gonna
I
say, can you blame the
mean,
kid?
I don't know about that.
So like, there's something just a little bit very like unnerving about it.
Yeah.
Where I think it kind of works, and Zion just seems like crazy. Like he seems unhinged.
Yeah.
and
He's very
crazy.
unhinged.
He's like Nail, but like unhinged.
Yeah.
And I loved Nail.
He's like when Nail dropped the satellite on a bunch
It's
of people.
Nail
Yes,
if he
yes.
continued I was just gonna say that on that path, and he
Yeah.
never changed.
Yeah.
Just a mass murder.
And Nail was one of my favorite adversaries in Sevens.
Yeah.
And I know it only lasted for 2 or 3 episodes, but Sevens episode 23, where he summons Yugo Dragon for the first time, is one of my favorite episodes in all of Rush
Great
Yu-Gi-Oh.
reaction.
Yeah, it's just with that guy. It's just a
This
classic
guy.
episode.
I'm bewildered.
So is that the word I used?
That's what he
guy,
used.
guy said
I said
bewildered.
it.
So like,
Good vocab, bro.
you know, there's just something cool about the design. There's something cool about the voice actor. It's Kiryu's voice actor from Sword Art Online, and I like seeing him in this role, and I like seeing a threat here. And
Thank you.
it just feels like
for
finally the arc
dono.
now has a little bit of urgency to it that I don't know if it had previously, because the tournament felt like it was just a background thing. It was more mentioned in this episode. It's going to be more focused on in the next couple of episodes, which is good. But this is 6 out of 13. It's probably the halfway point of the arc.
Yeah.
So we needed an episode like this because we were near the halfway point. And I'm
It's
like,
like,
well,
what's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
the threat? What's the purpose? You know, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Especially if Otis is going to take a backseat for later, the creator, which I think he is.
It doesn't even try.
Well, I mean, they did say his name in the
Well, they
relic
invoked
reactor.
his
There's
name
not much
and then
more.
the relic
It's,
freaked out.
That was, yeah, but it was Yuga talking about it, and then we don't have any concrete proof that it is.
You still
really?
don't think it's Otis?
Really?
It could be,
Really?
but I said more it's a variant and not like the exact same person.
I think it's the exact same person.
Because Yuga's in this, I have to.
I really hope you're ready for like the last 2 episodes to see him, and then the show ends.
No, that would be a train wreck. There
That
was,
would
there
be
was
a
a couple
mess.
people in the Discord of my Discord that said if the Otis and creator doesn't land, whole show's ruined for me. And I don't think
It's
that's
not
an
That's
crazy.
not a hot
It's
take.
honestly
I don't
not
think
a
that's an
hot take.
overstatement.
It's not crazy.
I don't.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
It's a risky thing what they're doing. I have full faith that it's going to land, but it needs to land.
Yeah,
It
they're,
needs
thread- they're
to land.
threading the needle here.
Hey,
It needs to
it's
land.
just like in your Pokemon Nuzlocke, you need the move to land. It sometimes doesn't land.
Okay. I mean that felt unnecessary.
All right.
I love the unnecessary
Ooh.
shots that he's taken lately because I view them as necessary.
All right.
See, there you go.
That's what I like.
There you go.
Anyway, really good episode. I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I kind of feels like we're back on track, which is awesome. So yeah, let's freaking go.
Let's go.
Next week in the
Yeah.
preview, I don't know if you guys watched the preview.
I did.
We see this massive freaking creature.
Yeah.
Some people think it's a fusion. I don't think a fusion's that big. I think it's got to be a maximum. Some people think it's like a maximum fusion, like mix.
They're just getting weird.
Ooh. Unless it's a
Getting weird.
triple fusion, technically.
I mean, what do you guys think that is? Is that a maximum or a fusion? The monster in the preview. I think the size, it's got to be a maximum.
I would say max.
Yeah, I think it's
But
maximum.
the purple, I guess, is what people
I think
could be fusion.
I think it could be like a fusion of like almost like like a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Kind of you're fusing 3 what is it? A Darky
Or
Dragon.
what if you have to fuse the maximum pieces?
Yeah,
and
that's
makes
what
it
that's
like-
what I'm thinking, something like that.
That makes it like
Because if you
a
really think
maximum
about
Break the game.
fusion.
if you really
Break the whole game.
That'd be kind of interesting.
look at that preview image, it's bigger than other maximums. I'm not. It's big. It's got some aura about it. It's bigger.
It's a mega maximum.
fuse-
Yeah. Oh my.
Mega max.
Dude. All right. all
You
right.
fuse a 4th card from your hand.
Yeah. It's like a part of a.
to
There's like
create
a
my
magic.
mega
There's not
maximum.
even enough spaces on the
A
board.
magic or it connects with a magic or a trap card. It connects with like a 4th piece or something.
Yeah. Well, now we're getting crazy.
All
I
right,
mean,
now
that would change.
All
the
right,
whole
go back.
game.
Go back too much.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
going,
gonna be
Jackson.
exciting whenever it is.
No,
but
that's not a
it's
good pick.
ginormous.
It's
this
enormous,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's cool. But what did you guys think of Zion in this episode? I mean, did you like him?
I liked
Did
him.
you not like him? I know, Dredger, you felt like you were unconvinced.
I was no. I think what I was unconvinced about was like where the tournament and everything that's going on, but meeting Zion and seeing kind of him turn Tremolo and didn't want to furniture like it was nothing. I like that. I love the callback to Drago. Obviously, you knew you're going to get that because he is a variant. But overall, I'm concerned here because we talked about this before stream, and I'm like, we're at the middle point of the arc, right? Summaries came out, which I didn't know about what the summaries had said when I originally watched it, but now knowing what I know, which we won't spoil yet.
We know the next 3, 71, which we knew last week, 2 and 3,
so
title
that
for 4.
change I felt about something originally, but it's an interesting time because we all pick Zion, thinking we're bringing this bad guy, kind of we need him to kind of win here to solidify himself as a villain. But the consequences are pretty big here. Yugioh will once again, for a second time this show, turn into an inanimate object. A second time, he'll be off. He was a shirt that didn't even have any speaking points for how many? I don't know. How many
He was
episodes that
dead.
Yeah.
He was dead. Yeah, he was technically dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many episodes was that? Was he dead?
I'm dead.
It was a few. It was at least like what? It was like at least
Like
three,
4 or
3 or 4.
five.
Yeah,
4 or
so
5, yeah.
so that's where my concern is if we are gonna have Zion win and have Udius turn into a furniture,
the
who's
Yugi
gonna
arc,
who's gonna
bro.
redeem him? Who's gonna take Zion on? Which I wouldn't mind seeing Yuma or Yuhi
It's the
have
Yugi
that
arc,
option.
baby.
Or as you had mentioned, maybe he just kind of with his
Yeah.
he prevents being turned to furniture via his powers.
One of the weirdest things, I talked to Elaine, awesome person in the community, a few times about this. She always brings it up. She's absolutely right. One of the weirdest things to me is the beginning of this season, they tried to use the anti-Karamata beam on Udius.
Yeah.
The very first episode of the season, it had no effect on him.
None.
And he was like, oh, I don't know why it's
Yeah, that's
not
kinda weird,
affecting
yeah.
me. That same beam that Manabu used later in the arc had an effect on Yugioh and Denois and Muda. Couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
So Yugioh was affected by it. So it's not like, oh, he's unaffected because he's Velgirian. Like, there's something I think that could be special about
About Yudi.
Udius.
He's
Like,
built
what made him
different.
impenetrable to that ray when Yugioh was affected by it. So maybe Zion tries to use his powers on Udius, and it just doesn't work. And then maybe, and I said this at the end of the watch-along, he turns Yuhi into a piece of furniture instead. And wouldn't that be the most Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush
no.
thing?
That- come on.
That's twisted,
jeez.
man. That's
I
twisted.
want it to happen.
Yuhi's
I
like-
don't-
do.
No, I don't. I
Yuhi's
I
been
like
actually
Yugi a
been
lot.
growing on
I
me
like
a lot.
Yugi
It's
a
really
lot.
good.
But it
If
just,
anything, turn Yumu into it.
Yeah, okay.
He's
Yeah.
doing nothing anyway.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah.
Even
I
in
mean,
that episode,
Wait, you didn't think it
Yui
was-
says the line. Yui has a connection. What is Yuma doing? She runs up there, finds him, and then
Yeah,
he has
no,
one
I mean,
speaking line
yeah.
saying, "Yeah, they're furniture."
she's kind of in a lost spot right now. And I think,
You
by
didn't
the way,
think
the
she was,
summaries continue to confirm that.
She was like super important when she was trying to convince everybody, like, oh, it's not obvious that Manabu is general study the entire episode.
Bro,
Like, that wasn't, like, the most important
ridiculous.
thing.
They
Oh,
all
my
they
God.
all knew though. That was the thing. Like
Yeah.
her and Yuhi knew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Like that was she was
Udius
reduced.
did not know.
She was yes.
Well,
Well,
that goes
and
without
neither
saying.
did our sushi. What's her?
Yeah,
su-
there were a lot of characters that didn't know, shockingly.
Too many.
But like, yeah, I feel like Yuma's kind of been reduced to the like little commentary character, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yuhi though is on the up.
I agree.
He's full of dual power
But
or whatever they're calling
I just
it right
feel
now.
like it's something that they would do.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
not,
they will.
He's not wrong. I don't
But
want.
it's something that I could see. them
I'll be
doing.
upset.
for sure.
But I don't think they will. I
He's
don't
like,
think
oh, well, now that I'm furniture, I don't have enough dual points. I mean, I still have my dual points, but I
Yugi,
can't
take
duel in
my
the finals.
duel.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
be furious.
Oh, that would be
No,
horrible.
I don't think
Yeah.
they would do
We
that.
know because of the summaries.
Yeah,
That's
summaries.
not what they're doing. Thank
Right.
God.
But imagine,
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna screw Yuhi again.
I liked when Yuhi used like the general study thing against Manabu. Like,
Yeah,
when
oh,
he saw
just-
him,
he's, like, digging
he's
in
like,
him a
he was
little.
like, all right, general study, and he's like, I'm so sorry. Like,
They gotta leave.
They
Manabu alone,
really.
though.
I saw that too, and all I kept thinking is, what about the Ryugu brothers? What about them? And
That's
then
what I thought, too.
Manabu's the bad guy.
None of them have
really.
the stones to go up
No.
to Ryugu
No.
face.
No.
Exactly.
No
They
shot.
saw him turn into a dragon. They're like, yeah, I'm not bullying
That
this
is
guy.
something. That is something we haven't talked about though. Is because they talked about how the
That was a great comedic sequence.
Yeah.
Is that what you're bringing up?
Yeah,
Rovi and Yuna and
Yeah.
Ryugu.
So they're
phases.
trying to figure
Good.
out.
It
what
was
the
very
pri-
good.
Like, no
The
one
prize
really
should
wants,
be-
At least they
Yeah.
finally agree that
That Mr.
everyone
Universe
is
is
like
bad.
this.
These
is an
books
awful
suck.
prize.
Yeah.
But then you
Yes.
got the two girls, having their conversation.
And
And,
he's
you got,
in
and
his
he's
head.
in his head with really deep thinking about this. Like, I could rove my scales.
Yeah.
I have more of that.
Like,
And it's just like-
but-
and I'm just watching. Like, what's the point? And then I realize it's a bit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I get
It
it,
was
now. But
honestly-
it's like, it was pretty funny. Like,
Yeah, it was.
once I got it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That bit actually landed better for me than like most in a while. Like I really like that.
No,
like,
I agree. That
it
was very
tunes
funny.
into their conversation every now and then.
Yeah,
And it's right
and
back
he's
into
like,
his head,
oh,
and he's like,
Go
ah,
Ayuna.
maybe too plain.
And he's
It's
like, I'll be
comedic.
back. And he starts walking away. Like, where are you going, bro? What do you mean?
Go Ayuna confirmed to be a gamer girl. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Right? She had all
Yeah.
these old video games.
Yeah.
wait,
Hey, that was-
wait, is
hey,
that what it?
Were they board
They're not-
games though? I
They
think they're
didn't
board
sell
games.
well yet. They're waiting for the.
Wait, I don't think that makes her a
All
game.
right.
She didn't collect them. Her company made them, and they're flops.
Oh, is that
So-
what was said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
yeah,
sounds,
for sure.
sounds like some of the deep discounting you do for Funko.
Yeah, the warehouse is full
Some
of
of them are
games that
flops.
have not sold.
And it will sell during the Yuga time. That's
you go.
when it'll
Well,
sell.
I mean, she still has to, I guess, enjoy games or think they're a good idea because
Right?
she
Yeah,
made them
yeah. That's fair.
at
That's
head of her company. But right, okay.
that's a fair statement, actually.
I was laughing a lot during that scene.
It was
so
really-
there were some.
There's a
there
lot
was
of
a lot-
good
lines
slights
that-
that
yeah.
they did to each other.
Yeah.
I thought in that moment.
They share one brain cell. I mean, they're really
yeah,
just
they just
well,
throwing
not
it back and forth.
not Phaser. The two, the
Right.
other two.
Yeah.
right.
He's on his own world.
He's something.
but
He's
it's
something.
His younger brother's a piece of what is that like? It's like
The cat Neanderstar was hiding in it.
yeah, but I don't know what that.
It was like
piece
a
of
cat
it's like a
furniture
table.
is.
It was
a
like a
lo-
little cat tent.
There's an I forget.
No,
there,
it's a
no, there's a name
table.
for it. It's a low table that you like sit at. It's like
They
a
called
Japanese
it, I
thing.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's
they
called.
I forget
call
the
it a
name of it, but yeah,
I'm seeing it as an
you
ottoman.
put it
They
in
call
like
it
the
that.
you put it in like the
Ottoman,
middle of the
yeah.
room. you all
Kotatsu,
sit- you
yeah.
sit
An
around
ottoman,
it,
an
yeah.
ottoman,
Kopatsu?
an ottoman,
A kotatsu.
Kokatsu.
ottoman,
Kotatsu.
ottoman.
It's like a comfy low table that you sit at.
Okay.
I like that
yeah.
she was hiding in there, dating back to last episode because she hates Tremolo's cuties.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
She's hiding
just-
from them the whole
she
time.
literally just ran away.
Oh,
for that.
can we briefly touch on how jealous she was that one of them was talking to Manabu so closely?
Yeah.
I was like at first I was like, oh, she just doesn't like it because they hold her, and then it's like, no.
It was interesting.
I don't know.
It was
the way you
interesting.
interpret that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. He's blushing and she's pissed.
Well, it also could play
He's a
in
cat.
like sometimes. If
Pet-
you're
pets
like,
get
if,
jealous.
I was gonna say, if you're like a single guy or a single girl, you live in a one-bedroom apartment,
Yeah.
and you
you.
have
I
and,
love you.
and you have
Follow
a, you have a
the
pet, you have a
dono.
cat or a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
You bring a date home,
Yeah.
and then the
It takes them a while to warm up.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's
Maybe.
happened before.
Yeah.
Listen, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And it's from a protective way. It's not necessarily from a
Yeah, I know.
love
You know.
way.
Sure.
You knew.
I think there could be a little romance
There
there.
could be romance. I'm just saying that
You
there
want
might
there
not
to be romance because your shining moment on this podcast was the episode that she turned.
Nick
was
T
a
was
good
like, I
time.
knew this whole podcast was worth it.
It was a good time. you know?
They're zooming in on her dying. They're just, I mean, they have the scene where
Well,
she's
I
dying.
remember you doing that. I think you did a watch along for that.
Yeah, and they
you
zoomed
literally
specifically
was
on
like,
her chest.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
I remember you just saying.
Well,
That
some
was-
of the
that was-
shots
It was
were
the
just-
heart too, isn't it weird?
Yeah, 'cause the heart,
The
yeah.
heart, yeah.
It was
It reminded me
unnecessary.
of Ghost Girl, Emma Besso.
I did say that.
When like she used her skill and her bodysuit would
Yep.
light up pink.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they'd show the
Yeah,
camera
they
would
did.
go
Those were good
up
days.
her legs and
those
like they'd
were,
show
those
the-
were good days. She was an adult.
She was,
Yes.
I believe.
No, she was.
She's at least over 18.
Yes,
For sure.
I don't know her exact, but I think you're right. Yeah.
She was 20 something. If I'm not.
Also, her and Akira definitely had something at one point.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, they were. a
I don't
thing.
know about that.
They were a thing.
I think they had to be.
Oh, there's. I think it's implied.
It's definitely implied.
I don't think he's that kind of guy.
No,
do you mean
really.
by that?
I think he's all business. He's like he's not about
Barrett
that.
Letty once told me I should make a video like
be good.
outlining what I think Akira Aizen's tax returns would look like.
Wait, that's actually
That would
hysterical.
be, and you could bring Cal back for that.
Wait, that's
Actually, that's not a bad
that's a
idea.
good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually,
that's
it's
actually
not.
really not a bad idea.
Back then it wasn't.
And
Now
you
it's
got
good.
the voice actor's blessing.
I did get the voice actor's
Cal
blessing.
thinking about South Carolina.
Thinking about anything else.
No, wait, that's a good dude. That'd be sick.
Yeah, maybe I'll
I'm
do
in.
that one day.
I'm in.
Well, I
Sure,
did say
don't
on the After Dark podcast with Jake from Jake Goes Online.
Yeah.
I did say the question: would you rather have $100,000 or would you rather have dinner
Shut
with
up.
Akira Aizen? I said Akira
It's the-
Aizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that rant you went on that made me want to jump you. I was.
I don't know if I
angry.
want to. I don't know if I want to hear this.
We're
I
not going to
don't-
rehash
Cal,
it.
you don't-
feel
you don't.
comfortable doing the rant in front of you guys.
I wouldn't.
I
'Cause
heard
feel
it
like-
already.
I
I
feel like-
watched it live.
I feel like I would get punched.
It wouldn't go well.
That's fair.
It was Dylan basically trying to say he'd rather meet a fictional character than get a lot of money.
But again, you have to
No.
be in that universe.
Yeah, I
It
get
was a spoof off of those videos.
Yeah.
Would you rather $100,000 or meet or dinner with
Right.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
And he would describe to
But
you
it was,
how
it was
to.
only,
yeah.
it was only dinner with
Double
Akira
it and give it to the
Aizen.
next
Yeah, who would? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Doubling it
I
to the next
hate
guy.
those videos.
Oh, those get intense. You
Those
gotta
are
watch out
so
for those.
annoying.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to touch on before we get to some.
I just want to give the shout out to Yuhi and Udius's relationship.
yeah, oh right,
Yeah.
you weren't here
I
when we
really
did
love
that.
it, and I think it was, and this is my interpretation of it, and it felt pretty obvious to me, but maybe I'm completely wrong. But that whole scene where they're obviously not in a car, but they're still waiting for the train to pass.
Yeah, that
And
was
they're
a very long train.
and they're
That's
just standing there. It reminded me of NJ Transit. It's terrible.
True.
They're
Yep.
standing there, and
Yeah.
he's talking about what he wants, Yuhi, and saying that he wants to fight in the finals and all that. And I thought that was a really cool moment. I figured
Yeah.
he was going to say that. But I think the symbolism that they were giving there with the butterfly was to just speak of the evolution of what
That's what I thought
Yuhi
too.
is.
Yep.
I felt that was pretty heavy-handed of what they were saying there, and I really like that. And then it comes full circle where Udius is kind of a little hesitant if he wants to
Yep.
duel Zion with it, and Yuhi giving him that blessing
Yeah.
and protecting Epoch, and even what she did, which you guys mentioned, where she kind of gave Udius the go ahead in the beginning of the episode. I thought the three of them really shined in this
Yep.
episode. and we get that quick little shot there of Epoch from the back.
Yeah.
We were like, that's exactly what I thought she would look like.
Right.
Yep.
Disheveled.
But her evolving week to week, she's a character that really I found annoying at first. That is
Yeah.
really
That's what
growing
I said
on
to
me.
you. Yeah,
True.
I'm with
And,
you. Yeah.
And right now, for me, those are the three characters of the show. Like,
Right.
and I don't know if that's a detriment to what's going on or a highlight, but I feel like a lot of our other even main characters, like a Yumu, are just non-existent. And it's like the show is really just about Yuhi, Udius, and Epoch, and that's literally it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's almost like they're experimenting with how Yuhi and Udius can kind of almost take over in a sense of like with their relationship and that connection, because again, Udius was away, and that's when Yuhi had his kind of emo stage, and now that he's back, he's almost like he's making up for lost time in a sense.
Definitely.
And again, Udius has learned from Yuhi in a sense, and that's why Udius is now tutoring Epoch, kind of like, well, Yuhi taught me, I want to, almost returning that favor in a sense, and really kind of building Rush Duels for even further. So.
Yeah, no, it's very well said. I think their relationship's been really good. That was a very good flowery scene. Reminded me of the Udius and Yugioh scene at the end of the season.
Yes.
Just two characters, like, a little bit different, but like two characters just, and that one they're reconciling really what's been kind of a fractured past and friendship. This is just more with Udius and Yuhi, just like growth. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think if we don't get the duel between them in this arc for the tournament, do you think that is kind of our sort of end ceremonial duel?
Yeah,
And
well, it's
As
funny
we
because
talked about.
you're
And
bringing
Yugi
up
wins.
exactly what we talked
Everything
about at
you
the
hit,
beginning.
you
Yeah.
hit each of us.
You
have
hit
said
all
it.
of us.
I didn't
No,
wanna-
in a good way.
Yeah.
Like
that's
that
the
just
point. We're all-
shows the shared sentiment.
I feel like that's
You hit the points. Bro.
You hit the
Yeah.
points,
We're going.
dude.
You're.
Yeah, I mean,
This
if they
guy
I
is
think so
concise.
too. by
if
the
they
way.
don't do Udius Yuga, then it's got to be Udius Yuhi. I still feel like Udius
I
Yuga.
don't know
is
about
in the-
Udius Yuga. Really?
I think it's an obvious one.
How confident are Udius Yuga? Like how
Is-
much?
that they're going to duel at some point?
No, the ceremonial. Like
Well, to be honest, I'm not confident that ceremonial duel will even happen.
okay.
Because I don't. Ceremonial duel was something that we saw with the first 5 Yu-Gi-Oh shows. Vrain's really the final boss was, I guess, the ceremonial duel.
That was really,
but
yeah.
that's not really by definition
mean-
what the ceremonial duel is.
Yeah.
I agree with
We
you.
haven't really seen it since Arc 5. You could say Yuga Luke, but that wasn't the final duel of the show.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think the ceremonial duel, the definition of it has changed.
I
since Arc
guess
5.
with the because
Sure.
I
Yeah.
do see that Vrain's duel as a ceremonial as well. I think
I think you can interpret
you got
it that
two
way.
people that have been together for they are best friends, and
that's a good argument.
I think I think it's combined. I agree with you that there hasn't been like a different one, so maybe they won't do that.
But
with
then
this.
but then you also have people with the Vrain side that say the ceremonial duel really was Revolver Soul Burner. Because
You
that
also-
was
also
the
could
two
agree
of
with
them coming.
I could have two of them.
Oh,
I'm okay with two
beautiful
ceremonial duels if
Yeah.
it really clears up storyline.
Right.
That's great. That's what you want.
But that
you know?
but that's also not like the
I know, it's
ceremonial
not the
duel
norm.
is really just
one duel
sending
between
a Tem off, and then we kind of we saw it with GX, we saw it with
Well, it's-
5Ds, we
It's,
saw it with
it's about
Zale.
making a baby smile. That's really what it's about.
It's hard. What? It's hard to. It's hard to.
Is that a?
That's Arc 5.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat that though. That the Yugi Tem thing. ceremony.
Exactly.
That's if you really think about that whole dynamic there.
Yeah.
You can't repeat that.
No.
It's nearly impossible unless the same
And-
stipulations are in place.
And that's where that type of duel got its name from
Yeah.
because it was the
It's
ceremony.
literally a
ceremony.
ceremony. It was a
Sending
ceremony.
Tem.
It was an actual ceremony. That was part of the ceremony, part of the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
So
I get your point though, in the fact that like at least in that context and like what we perceive to be the other ones, like it's a send off in a way that doesn't necessarily propel the plot because there is no plot left.
True.
I will
Whereas
say,
like the ones in Vrain's technically do propel the plot because they tie some nice bows for us and we
Right.
can move on.
Right.
But I guess if our context is changing, if our definitions are changing, those would apply to Vrain's. Maybe we could get the Luke Yuga one can apply in a new context.
yeah, I mean Luke Yuga felt very much like that type of duel.
Yes, exactly.
But it wasn't the final.
Especially
duel
with the
of
way how
show.
it ended, felt
Yeah.
very like, oh, we're floating off, and it's really like, is it? You
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, I think Udius and
Luke
Yuga.
just screaming.
If Udius and Yuga don't duel, that's a horrible missed opportunity.
Yeah, they have to duel. They
Yeah,
have
but, I mean,
to.
10 duels you wanted. 10 duels never happened that you wanted.
Well, that
Yuga
yeah.
also has a
It'd be good
history
content,
of
but bad.
literally just walking away.
Yeah, we don't know where he
This
is.
man just dips.
When the going gets tough, Yuga says peace.
You know what would be the most unserious Studio Bridge decision ever?
Oh,
What?
Yuga beats Yugioh when they duel.
Honestly, yes, 100.
That would be unserious.
So the guy that loses to everybody.
100%.
He's still a good duelist.
But I said this. Hey, me and Dill did a.
we have a lot of shorts.
We have a lot of shorts
coming
coming out.
shorts.
We did.
my
But
God.
one of the shorts was we drafted Yu-Gi-Oh! 7th. I had Yuga pretty high on the list. I don't think you agreed with me. And all you kept chirping at me is he lost. I'm like, but when it mattered, did he win? Yes.
Sometimes.
When there's sometime. What time did he not win when it mattered?
saved the whole seventh
What do you
world.
mean?
I agree. I'm
What do
just
you
being
mean?
goofy.
You just beaten. Yeah. But like Dill was arguing. I'm like, Dill.
Well, against Go Yuga.
Really? We're gonna go
That is an example.
one duel.
That is
What-
an
what
example.
was
He
it?
passed out. He didn't even lose.
Yeah, he
It's his
does.
own fault.
Okay, now we're getting crazy.
Wow, we're attacking a child for passing out now. It's
No,
a
I'm
little
not
aggressive.
attacking anyone.
You just did.
No, I'm just saying.
You just did.
He
What do you
didn't
mean?
win when it mattered.
Well,
Keep
just
going.
view,
That
just
didn't
view it as
matter.
just view it as when you try to do a 24-hour stream and then you cut it like hours short. Just view it like that.
All right.
Oh,
How about that?
man.
Hang on, but that's
Now we
totally
gotta move
wrong.
on.
I'm not saying that I always come through when it matters.
But no, yes, you
guys-
are. You are saying you are an obelisk blue, and you're not. You're Slifer red. So if you admit you're a Slifer red, everything's fine.
And you'll
Yeah, how was doing on rookie yesterday?
and you'll drop the Yuga is the best duelist in the world.
I didn't say.
Mark.
Where
that
are
was
you
implied.
going?
It was
No,
implied by you. It was implied.
not even close.
I heard someone over there say he's a very good duelist.
He is.
I don't think he's a very good duelist.
Bruh.
He's a good duelist. He's a good duelist. He's an above average duelist.
Guys.
He's a very
We're gonna be
decent
here for
duelist.
the
Guys, wrong show. Wrong
We're
show.
for hours.
We'll
We'll talk about this
it
off
all-
stream.
it all
It's
ties
still
in.
relevant.
He's in the show.
He's
We'll-
We'll
irrelevant.
talk about this off stream.
all right, we'll talk about it.
Okay, cool.
Irrelevant right now.
Chap, I talk about it.
You're
Dread means he's
irrelevant.
gonna punch me in the arm and stuff.
Have I ever assaulted you ever?
I wish.
Think about it. Think about it.
I don't. We don't have to
Yes.
answer that.
You,
You
you-
assaulted
that's
DJ.
different. I have assaulted the producer once. That's
You
true.
assaulted-
But,
I
but
deserved it.
He deserved it. There you go. Thank you.
You
I
also,
was there.
You did lift him in the kitchen this weekend.
Oh, I was squatting.
Yeah, you
Dylan.
almost hit me with
That's
the
not
F5.
assault,
Yeah, you hit
though.
me with
That's
the
not
F5 in my own kitchen.
Honestly, I actually feel more confident
been
hitting the
sick.
AA than the F5.
That's fair.
Because the F5, you have to land correctly.
Wait, didn't
Dylan.
DJ spear you into Dylan's pool though?
Holy God, that hurt.
So
Yeah,
like
that
you
was-
guys have gotten even.
And then we
Kinda,
also,
yeah,
as a
still.
as a group,
Oh.
No hitter. Wow, that's
I'm
pretty
really
cool.
happy.
didn't we as a group perform several wrestling moves
Oh.
in a chain onto Dylan in the pool?
Yes.
Oh, also in your basement.
also my
I rock
stepbrother.
bottom dredger in the basement.
Yes, that as well.
yeah, we rock bottom
Poor
me in the
Chris, man.
basement. That didn't feel good either.
Yeah.
I did it right onto that
No,
mat.
yes,
Right?
but here's the thing.
Oh, and I have a video of you shirtless
supposed to do
actually
it wrong.
performing a wrestling
yeah,
move
yeah.
onto Dylan.
Well, it's that into the
Me?
RKO.
No,
Oh,
Dylan.
me? What move did I do?
Into the
Oh,
RKO.
Ryback. Feed me more. Was it that when I go to drop the power bomb?
I have
I
no
think so.
idea.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll find the
Dylan's
video.
got. I mean, I see
Dylan was
Dylan,
unconscious for like
Yeah,
30 minutes outside.
Actually, so you
Dylan,
yes.
Dylan played. I gotta give the man credit. The guy can play dead.
No, I'm actually dead.
No, you're not. You're right here. I see you right now.
I die and come back to life. Anyway, we'll have the Yuga. That'd be a good debate video.
Yeah,
But I will
No, no, no,
debate you to
Is
the
Yuga
end.
an elite duelist? You guys think he's
elite. See, elite.
I
Now
think-
you're
I
being-
think he's
see,
above
this
average.
is
Wait,
this is
wait,
propaganda.
wait.
No,
See,
it's not
The
propaganda.
wording. It's all about
You
the
can't
wording.
spell elite with Y-U-G-A.
Yeah.
You can't spell any.
Yeah.
Elite
Yeah.
and very good are basically the same thing.
No. There are tiers. Okay, let's make it. We'll go tiers. S tier. You got S tier, A tier, B tiers. He is A tier. He's not S tier.
Okay, see, to me, he's B tier. So
Okay,
that's,
then we
That's
don't.
that's
We
insulting.
can argue that. We can argue that.
that's fine.
We
That's
can
fine.
argue that. Yeah.
There's 50
That's fine.
duelists I'd put ahead of him.
50.
Yeah. In sevens, you would put
No, not in sevens. In the whole Yu-Gi-Oh universe.
That's different.
50
They're also
duels.
different times. 50.
It's hard. It is hard to compare Rush to
Yeah.
Master, but
Yeah, some people wouldn't even consider it really Yu-Gi-Oh.
Even look now. You're losing Calibro. Calibro's like 50.
maybe 50 is an
Yeah,
exaggeration.
probably.
Jill,
Or
remember-
realistically, 25. You probably might.
Remember one
Maybe
thing.
30.
Yuga is not known for his dueling. He's known for creating
Right?
rush
No,
duels.
Yuga.
Right,
By the way,
You ever hear of Pac-Man?
Yuga is a very good character. He's one of my favorites in sevens. I really do like Yuga a lot.
But
From a-
you have more similarities to him. You would think that you would agree with that.
Well, what similarities do I have?
Like,
We're both
you
very
are
good
the
duelists.
creator of this whole production,
Sure.
but you're nowhere near the best person.
No, to be
or
honest,
like
no,
you
I
created all
that?
these streams, but like you're not the best Nuzlocker.
See,
I
mean, like,
view,
there's a million
I
things I
have
could
a
go
lot
down.
of similarities with Otis, and that's why I've always kind of gravitated towards
Thank
his
you.
character.
We're moving on.
wait,
We're moving
oh,
on.
wait, wait.
We're
So-
moving on.
So another part of
moving
that,
on.
I'm gonna another spoiler
I
for
need like
that.
I need like a
no,
siren or
no,
something.
I got this real quick because this needs to be said.
right,
Another
say it.
part of that draft, Dylan took Otis very high in that draft, and he's never won a freaking duel. Just so you guys know.
Okay, I explained it in the video.
But it does. He has no
Right there,
wings.
that disqualifies you, right?
Zero.
Intentionally
Zero.
threw the duels.
No,
you're
moving on.
crazy.
And when it mattered, who did he lose to?
But he wanted to lose to Yugi to get back into the
But it
No,
doesn't-
no.
So
we're
is
not
he a
doing
good
this.
duelist?
We're not doing this.
He's good at failing.
I think he's a
good
great
at
duelist.
Bro, chat.
Cal.
Man. Cal, you
Cal.
got this. Take care of it.
Guys, shut up.
Next
On
donut.
both ends of this table.
Shut up, I'm talking.
You
Shut up, I'm talking.
You really think you're a good leader? I don't.
All right.
Let me talk about though.
Yeah, sure.
We do?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. We have summaries. We have donations.
true,
we
we
have
can do
whatever
that.
you want to talk about.
Let's go to
We'll
some
do it in
donuts.
thirty
I just don't want to talk
No.
about Yuga anymore.
Who?
Wow. Okay.
So let's do some donos, and then we'll get some
If we're
summaries.
talking Yuga, we got to talk
Holy
Pac-Man.
crap, man. That is funny.
That's it.
Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. What was Dredger's reaction to the power of Dino DNA? Dredge, you're going pretty far back there.
No, I remember exactly.
Yeah.
I think I texted you about this. It was very interesting. Interesting is a good word to use here. Have you seen that yet, Pete? Dino DNA?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's okay. Just go
Okay.
for it.
So-
Dive.
to say that
Do the roar.
was it? Is it Kenzen? Kenzen had. So Kenzen got injured. Remember Kenzen Tyranno? Yeah. He got hurt, and apparently there was a dinosaur bone put in his body. So he has a dinosaur power up at one point.
Oh,
It was interesting, and that's what I'll say.
Yeah,
It wasn't my favorite part of GX.
no,
No,
but
had
it
a
was
favorite part?
interesting.
Yeah, I do actually. I've said,
GX gets good.
GX.
I
ending
wasn't
of GX
joking
is,
about
is
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
The third
I can't
and
wait
fourth
to see you
season-
guys
How many
argue
episodes
about
in?
the season.
Oh, we haven't done the argument. We have to do the argument, and he's hell bent on.
I'm
going
to
to
let Dredger answer that question.
What's the question?
Ask him.
How many episodes in does it start getting good?
If we're being realistic, you got to
65.
get to 80.
Oh my God!
I wasn't trolling.
Because here's the problem.
wasn't trolling.
Here's the thing. The first 80 episodes, if you like watching one character be awesome, watch the show. Because Yuki Judai Jaden is incredible.
That
Yuki
man's
Judai.
most hated character.
Yes, which is very impressive.
There's no way. There's no way he
still-
finished GX. There's no way he got
No, he
through
didn't. He
GX.
didn't. That's crazy.
Hating that.
So
crazy.
sometimes I just do that for fun. I just act like I'm Kronos and just go Yugi Judai. Just randomly.
Yeah.
Why not?
I just say
but, like,
ravioli.
I drop out the
The
boy.
problem is
Well, you got to make that video.
I do.
in the first 60 or so, it's just these one-off duelists. The plot kind of goes all over the place. There's a lot of mind control. Some characters treated very poorly. Some characters disappear. Some characters look like they're gonna be important and aren't. But then as they get farther, the show, I have to say, it's good. The back half of that show is solid for sure. Really enjoyed season 3. Dill thinks season 4 is better. He's wrong.
Wow.
But season 4 is also very good.
I just love shows that I invest 80+ episodes in and then they get good.
Yeah.
That's a really great idea. Love that.
If you guys really want a feel-good show, watch Haikyuu. I'm on the set just on the second season. I finished the first season, first 24 episodes.
Is the squad in there better than Calibro and DJ's squad?
1,000. Better than my squad. But my squad in volleyball is
In
20. My squad is 20.
I just wanted to confirm.
20
Our
and
squad's
7.
really good.
Are you guys
Cal, I
good?
thought you said you weren't good.
We're in a very competitive league, and we shouldn't be.
You should have me on your team.
We
What
almost
happened?
won. We actually should have won on Monday, but
We.
It's okay, guys.
there was 40 mile an hour.
If you want another really feel good show, I've heard Attack on Titan. Got some good vibes. Watch that.
Another feel-good show. Just watch the first episode of Twisted Metal.
Oh, is it actually
Oh,
good?
with Samoa Joe.
Actually, kind of sick.
Is it
Not
actually?
gonna lie.
Is it
I
feel
played the
good,
video
though?
game as a kid.
Yeah. Is it actually feel good though?
No, it's very gory.
That's good.
Well,
I
I
guess
guess
wanna-
it
if you
depends
wanna-
on your definition of
If
feel
you want a
good.
feel good
Here,
game with a
Death-
really
is it
straightforward,
Death
Attack on
clear-cut
Titan is
story,
not feel good, by the
play
way.
Bloodborne, man. I'll tell you, it's easy to follow.
Dead by
along.
Daylight?
We got to do that video still of just interpreting the plot of Bloodborne. What it's really about.
the best tweet ever. It's like you're playing a Bloodborne or Dark Souls game and you have no idea what's going on.
Some guy will make a 2-hour video after one character's dialogue that says, "Forgive me, Beelzebub," and then
But it's so true, though. That's exactly what happened.
No, there was one girl I murdered her in Dark Souls 2.
No, it's just too long.
And I
again.
killed her, And as she died, she said, "I'm sorry, grandfather."
And you're like,
and I've got no idea who she was. I'm like,
You go on
did
a-
I run into your grandfather
No.
at some point in this game?
No.
so you're just going to
You are her.
YouTube
I mean,
rabbit
maybe
hole.
I didn't even. But I don't even know what the girl's name was. She was like a random.
Those are my
NPC.
favorite things about those games. Like when you're making that, you must be like, "What's the coolest designs and the best combat we can find?" You don't have to worry about literally anything else.
If you truly want
Yeah.
a feel good show, go to the last episode of School Days.
Really?
I feel like
Turn
the
on.
answer is no.
Assassination
No.
Classroom.
No,
That's
School
actually,
Days.
No, that is actually really
School
good.
Days. School Days.
And,
School Days.
you
Last
end up
episode.
feeling pretty
You don't
cool
even need
with it.
context, and just last episode of School Days.
Thank you.
I we got a lot of people
for
saying
the
no.
dono.
Yeah. They're pissed actually. Oh,
They're-
wow, this is
actually,
going
you've upset
insane.
some people.
Wow.
You've upset some people.
All right, well.
You know those anime. People,
Crystal
you know?
Colden, thank you for the $8.88 donation. A breath of fresh air. I love the moment with Yuhi and Udius.
Yeah.
I hope they get to be the final duel of this arc because Yuhi wanted it.
Hmm.
Zion definitely scared me. Makes me wonder what furniture I would be if I got hit.
That's a. All right, guys.
great
Pick.
question.
Crystal Colden, I think, would be a turntable because they're big into Big Time Rush. They're big into music. So I think like
Oh,
That's
okay,
actually
yeah,
sick. I like that.
Wow,
Good
yeah,
answer.
I think
Good
that's. I'm
answer,
gonna agree.
good
I'm
answer.
not even trying to guess.
Cal would be a massage chair.
What?
That's a good thing.
No,
be a
no.
massage.
I would be like one of those lazy boy recliners.
be a dad bed.
That's
I
a
was
fur-
gonna say I would be very specifically
furniture?
the couch from Big Comfy Couch.
Oh,
It's a good couch.
I would
like
be.
that.
I would be a pillow on that couch.
I just have a feeling you would be a coat rack.
Yeah, he would.
'Cause I'm tall.
I think that would work
I think
out.
I'd either be like a.
You'd be a dumbbell.
That's not for you. Keep saying things that aren't
That's not
furniture.
furniture, homie. What do you mean?
You could be a bench though.
That's what I was saying. I was gonna say
Yeah.
a bench or like a beanbag chair because I just want to be comfy.
Yeah.
And I like some other things too.
Huh?
What?
Nothing.
All right.
I gotta go.
All you got to do is not say anything. But Nick
All
just
right.
said something.
Dark
It's a full
Emperor
sentence.
J, thank you for the $2 donation. After
forgot.
thousands of tears last night, I guess today's question is, who is your favorite Pokemon after Gen 1?
Oh, okay.
Mine is the
Yeah.
I gotta look up.
You
the
know
name.
this answer. I know it.
Easy.
You could actually say. You could say Blissey. You could say
Easy.
Meganium. You could. There's so many.
Wake up
It
and
is
smell the
Blissey.
blissy.
Any. Yeah. What do you?
Why are you typing?
Because it looks like zero.
Yeah, Graveyard.
Greavard. I actually
I'm-
have a really good alt art Greavard card.
I'm a
It's
big
really
fan
nice.
of Graveyard.
Greavard's cool.
Yeah.
After Gen 1, favorite Pokemon.
That's tough.
That is a good question. Oh God.
Oh, Pete yours is Houndour.
Yeah.
Pete is
it's
Houndour,
my
I
all
would say,
time,
yeah.
and it's outside.
Darkrai's up there for me.
I like Darkrai a lot.
Giratina.
DJ
Giratina's pretty
Giratina.
good.
Giratina's
Wow.
good.
Original,
What form?
original all form.
Oh,
Original form.
Yeah,
form.
OG form.
Wow.
I like Lugia. The movie was
Lugia's
cool
good.
too.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's my favorite because like but of Gen 2, I'll probably go Lugia because I'm
My
like thinking so
yeah.
much now.
Cal?
Elekid.
Elekid.
God.
What about like a really troll Pokemon? If you had to pick one, who would you pick?
Oh, who?
There's some troll
Like
like
Mime Jr.
like Mr. Mime really concerns me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he freaks me out.
Well, he's Ash's dad.
That's not true. It's not true.
That's so toxic.
That's what some people would say.
How would that even work?
I don't think about it, but that's just what that's just.
I don't
it's
think
I don't
so.
even think he has anything.
It's a popular theory in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. My troll Pokemon. I hate
Bidoof.
Steelix. I've grown to hate Steelix.
Okay,
over the
it's
last
not a
month.
troll. No,
That's not a troll.
Keeps ending his
He's-
runs.
he's tough,
He
yeah.
can't beat Steelix.
Bidoof.
Yeah.
That's the opposite. A Bidoof is a good one, even though people have soloed Nuzlocks with Bidoof.
I think a bit about
That's
the
a
Pokemon
real
that just
thing.
have like
Bidoof
a
and
certain
Zigzagoon
glare
are like
to
my
them.
HM
Like they
hogs
give
that
you
I
this
played.
troll
them.
look.
A Barrel's more of a troll look than a Bidoof. That doofy looking thing.
The barrel. The barrel.
Sitting up.
Hey, he looks like a guy we know.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Hey.
Good job
Who
on
said
the
that?
Good job on the video. Good job.
Nick T, you're becoming hard to trust, man.
Yo, this is we got it. All right, next dono. This is something. This is
Maybe it's a good
crazy.
idea when we all don't get together.
Brian-
Do this in parts.
Brian
back,
Ford.
baby.
Hey, I'm not gonna be here next week. So
Brian Ford. That really?
I really won't be here next week. Yeah.
Brian, where are you delivering?
I'm not gonna be here next week. I didn't say I'm a deliver.
Brian-
Delivering, bro.
Brian Ford, thank you for the $2 donation.
Oh,
Good
congrats, Dredge, you're delivering.
Good episode. Zion was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Sadly, I think he'll lose, but he'll be nice for his one duel. Yuna, Asaka, and Phasa are pretty funny together, but the series had to make them 10 times dumber to have this dialogue. To be fair, I honestly think. Do you got a shiny Bidoof?
No.
Oh.
It's just a Bidoof.
Oh, I thought it was shiny.
Oh, wait, hold up. I gotta check the Bidoof.
To be fair, I think they've all. Well, I don't want to call them dumb, but I feel like it didn't seem like they were dumbed down in the episode.
Who?
Goha, Yuna, Asaka, and Phaser.
They all seem pretty.
I don't know. Maybe they were dumbed down. I
A
don't know.
little bit, but maybe like this is kind of how they've been.
They're just naturally dumb.
yeah,
They're preoccupied.
they're preoccupied.
That's a good one.
Got a lot
Hey,
going on.
but hey, at least they figured out the name of the tournament
Remember,
before the
if
finals.
they don't get this right, the name of this, they ruin their brand.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
But you
Well,
know
the
what?
gift is terrible.
To their credit, though,
Awful.
the brand is everything. The brand is everything.
Brand is everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
For the brand.
Do it for the brand.
Crystal
Yeah.
Colden, thank you for the $2 donation. I would love to see a Yuhi versus Yudia ceremonial duel, but why am I worried that the final duel of this arc would be possessed Yuhi versus Udius, like Maverick controlled Joey versus Yugi from Duel Monsters?
Oh, I actually like that duel, but I
Well,
don't like the possession.
The reason
Yeah.
you're worried about it, Crystal Colden,
'cause this is
is,
Yugioh.
is because, and we've seen possession this arc already. Yuamu, his sister, already got possessed.
Are we not going to return to that?
Well, the summaries are interesting.
okay.
I'll just say that.
Say it.
I don't think this arc will end with Yuhi versus Udius. I
we
just
can
don't.
I think we confirm it doesn't.
I think it's
I'm
going
pretty-
to. I think that duel is going to be towards the end of the show, Crystal. But you're right to be nervous about that.
Can't have what we want.
Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. I have hard nostalgia for the DM and GX dub and can watch those no problem, but only to that point. Haven't watched any of the other Yu-Gi-Ohs dubbed. What about you guys? I've seen every single Yu-Gi-Oh dubbed.
And sub?
And subbed, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He is Yukio everything.
Yeah,
Really
I mean, I feel like that's the bare
Wow.
minimum of
It's part of your
of-
job.
Right.
Yeah.
To watch
Yeah,
it
no,
both
I've
ways.
For
only-
me, yeah.
The
Imagine like you were interviewing all these dub actors, never watched them.
Right, you have to be familiar with their work.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The
So-
only
Which, by the way, good 2 episodes.
Thank you, man. I
It's
appreciate
like
it.
Daniel J. Edwards. How you doing?
Yeah.
you voice someone, but honestly, I mean, it's
Isn't
the
the
dub,
sub
so
better?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, those gotta go
Yeah, no,
anyway.
those gotta
yeah.
go.
But also, like, you know, you have to call them by their dub names as well because it's
Gore and-
yeah,
That
Gore,
throws me off so
Varys.
much. Like,
yeah.
see, some of these dub names.
I love when you go, who is that?
Yeah, I'm always like,
Yeah.
oh, that character, cool, yeah. Like even Varys and Revolver, like I don't know how we go from Revolver and Varys.
Dude,
Like
we can't
that's
promote-
so
we can't
different.
promote-
Well,
guns,
I
dude.
get getting rid of Revolver because of the guns.
Yeah.
But,
Really?
yeah.
Well, you have to think
Yeah.
about it logically, right?
about a
Like we
revolving
gotta
door?
get rid of it out of the lexicon, right? Like we don't want the kids doing it, but we do want them to have access to real guns. So
You got a
it
point,
makes
actually.
total sense.
Got a point.
America.
Oh.
Makes total sense.
Okay.
Say, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus.
Limestone. I don't know who here's seen dubs. Probably the original, right? for
Only
you
the
guys?
dub.
DM,
yeah,
yeah.
DM.
I saw
that's
some
it.
GX too, which was
I have
Yeah,
not
some of
watched
the GX
It was
fun.
some-
No, what? Actually, this is fun fact, guys. I actually accidentally watched some dub of JJK, and oh my god, it was awful.
Really?
I hated every second
I
of it.
think it's fine, but after watching the sub, I'm so used to it.
It's tough.
Especially
the ghetto voice actor for me just
okay.
doesn't do
The
it.
ghetto, I
It's
don't-
Well,
just-
because he's British, right?
I don't know what. He's just not good.
I
Like,
don't- the
just go
Suk-
listen to
the
Ghetto talking
Sukuna
dub.
one,
I do
I
not
haven't
like the
listened to
Sukuna
Sukuna.
one.
I haven't listened
yeah.
to
I don't like it
Sukuna
either. The
is
sub, the
not-
sub
it's
voice
not
actor
great.
is way
Like,
better.
even
yeah.
Ghetto's
I-
voice.
I agree,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
More
not
of
a
southern
bad.
than-
It's not a bad dub.
That's
I'm
my
not a fan
big
of it.
hang up on
Same.
the dub is Sukuna. I'm
Sukuna.
like, no, that's just not
Yeah.
how he should.
I was after I watched it subbed. I was like, oh, why don't I give it a watch dubbed? And I was like, the first episode, I wasn't super into it. It wasn't bad, but that was my
Toto
hang-up.
still sounds pretty good.
He still sounds good.
He still sounds pretty good.
I watched some clips from
I
him.
mean,
My
it's hard
weekend
for Toto
plans
not
are to
to.
catch up on.
You're behind, are
Yeah.
you?
Well, because
Only
I
one
was gonna
episode, right?
remember I
What-
was gonna
how far are
watch
you
it with
behind?
you guys.
Just one episode?
Oh, you're all 5 behind?
Yeah, I was gonna watch it with you guys, and I couldn't
Oh.
watch it because I wasn't here.
Oh,
It's a prequel, so
gotta-
it's okay.
No, you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Of course, I'm gonna
Watch
watch
it.
Of
Why
course,
would-
I'm going
why
to
would
watch
Cal
it.
watch
Oh.
Well, you hadn't seen the movie yet, so you
I
should
saw the
You should
movie.
probably knock that out as well.
I saw the movie.
I
I also
rewatched
finished
that whole
season
movie.
one.
It's like just like analyze, man.
And,
There's so much in it.
Yeah.
So
I
much.
also am gonna have to take you outside when we're done here.
Oh,
real
shit.
quick.
Dragon Ball
Ooh,
style?
to kiss.
Maybe, maybe to both of those things.
All right. So you're Bulma and
And Vegeta.
yeah.
Oh no. Maybe.
All right. Well, I've got the summaries ready to go, but we are going to wait a little bit.
Let's
for
do it.
some
Let's do it.
super
Let's
chats.
do some
There's a-
super
there's a
chats and
couple-
then get 'em
there's some
ready.
Super
Yeah,
chats
yeah,
that lead into
Let's
it.
do it.
yeah.
Let's cook.
All right.
Let's cook.
So we got $6.66 from that man 666.
Thank you,
Yeah.
that man.
And that man
Appreciate
said,
ya.
"Here's my Pokemon bet:
This is the for you, Dill, for your Nuzlocke.
Oh God.
I already read it.
defeat Volo first, Afterwards, should the next Nuzlocke run takes you to champion without a game over, 100 gifted subs.
That's insane
You
behavior,
know what's
bro.
scary is though, like I feel like that man has a slight advantage.
If you weren't a coward,
That's
you
what's
would do
scary.
it.
No, that man. That's crazy.
That's a lot of
Thank
subs.
you
100
for
gift
the
subs,
dono.
Don't
That's
be
a lot
coward.
of money.
That
Make it
man-
like 25.
Yeah, we can.
100 is a lot,
Let's
dude.
make it 25 or 50.
Yeah.
That's more.
You did
reasonable.
fail a bet already this week.
To be fair,
Well, no, I don't think I would have to gift
I think
100
it's
subs.
that-
No,
it-
I'm
it's
saying you
only
did
if
fail
Dylan.
one,
It's
though.
only if Dylan can complete a Nuzlocke
But
without failing.
But here's the thing: if
yeah,
you,
that's
it's
not
never
gonna
gonna
happen.
But here's the thing: if you lose to Volo, the run is void. You have to beat the guy you lost to beat the Team Plasma member, and then it starts.
I've got to beat Volo, and that's in Legends Arceus. Volo.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Legends Arceus.
Oh.
The guy I couldn't beat with the Giratinas. He's crazy.
Oh, that's right.
I'd have to beat him first.
You never finished that?
No.
Then the next Nuzlocke.
That's
It's a-
post-game.
It's a
Yeah,
pattern.
it's post game.
Yeah, it's a
And
pattern.
then do the Nuzlocke and beat it on my first attempt.
No way.
Actually, he didn't even say beat it. Get to the champion. So
you
I
don't have
could
to win. You could lose to.
Yeah.
Who's your champion?
I
in
mean,
that
listen,
game?
that man. I appreciate it. It's just not going to happen. And my rules of it are not going to change, by the way. Like, I'm still going to go into the gyms, like, oh, my team at the same lowest level. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh,
I appreciate that you know what's going to happen.
yes. Well, no, because I could be like, oh, and then rare candy
Yeah,
my
see,
team to
again,
level
I don't know
80.
what he means
and then
by
just,
that.
And then just, run shop on everyone, which I'm not going to do.
What?
Because there's no honor in that.
This isn't Mario Party. You can't do that.
No, I do believe it's not that man. First of all, that is an insane amount of gift subs. Thank you for even offering that. Thank you for even considering that. It's not going to happen, but you got yourself a deal. Next Tuesday night we'll beat Volo. Tuesday after that, maybe we'll restart the Nuzlocke and we'll see what happens.
Did you
man.
lose run 10 again? I
Yes.
missed
Oh,
last
yeah.
week.
Lost.
So you
Yeah.
lost again.
Yes.
So here's
So how did
Calibro
it? How
gifted
did,
5 subs, lost probably 5 minutes.
how did it end?
I'll
I
tell
think it
you.
was in
So-
that same trainer battle I left.
So the problem was
Yes.
is Dylan had to go like he beat the first gym.
He ran
no
into
lost Pokemon. Did
ran
great.
into a Steelix.
Huge
had a
improvement.
good team. Had some bad encounters toward the end, but his team was solid enough. It had coverage. But he goes in this battle and he doesn't check the levels. He also, mind you, doesn't verse any of the trainers. Like me, I verse all the trainers to like part of the leveling process, keep myself kind of close. So I have an idea where he doesn't do it. So he goes into this battle, and he's at like I think his team is mostly 13s and 12s, maybe a 14 in there. And he runs into a Steelix level 15 on the first one, and he beats it.
Gotta
Oh,
love
he
a
beat it.
Steelix.
Then the next battle, a set level 17, and then it was over because its attack was insane.
My old team
and-
was like level 13, 14, and he had a 19
Because-
Crawdon.
Oh, is
But
it
you
19? Oh, the
always-
Crawdon too.
You
yeah,
always
too,
do
yeah.
this to yourself.
I do.
My favorite too is when you'll purposely say, you're like, dude, I got to really take this slow when you're trying to cross through an area with a lot of trainers.
Does
You
like
will
s-
always
sprints.
run into it. And then you clearly messed up. And you'll complain and go, there's no way he saw me. Yeah, he's right in front of you.
I actually, you know what's funny? Dylan dodged a lot of those trainers. I can't.
Well, because
I'll
that's
just run
like the
into them.
puzzle element of the game.
Yeah,
that's
that
the only
part
part
I'm
of the
so
game
bad.
I'm good at.
I'm terrible.
But, like,
all the puzzles
You
take
have
me an
the
hour.
same reaction where you're like,
the only part of the game I'm good at.
Come on, man.
I'm sitting in Lieutenant Surge's gym in Cantor for an hour. Like, where the hell is these damn buttons? Click,
Yeah.
click, 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 click.
No.
Dylan would have
He's good
found
at
the
that.
buttons and avoided all three trainers.
Well, that
It was
puzzle
like
was
And
good.
then lost.
And lost to Lieutenant Surge.
It's
Yeah.
like when we played Uncharted, that I could always solve. You could solve puzzles, but I could
Yeah.
definitely do the shooting way better.
Oh my
than
god,
you.
yeah, the shooting sections I'd be on for sometimes like 3 hours. That game
But,
wasn't
like,
even hard.
But I'd be like, dude, how'd you be that puzzle? They'd be like, oh, so you move this stone here. How do
Yeah.
you even figure that out?
yeah, and you know what sucks too? Like, I hate puzzles. Well, stealth puzzles. I hate stealth puzzles. Yeah.
Like that one mission you had in Spider-Man when you're Mary Jane.
When
How
you're-
annoying!
yeah.
Remember that?
Oh my
How
God.
annoying that was.
The Mary Jane should not be a playable character.
She's
in
gonna be
one.
playable again.
They confirm that?
It's almost a guarantee.
Oh god, dude.
Should I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Yes, keep-
Thank you
that
so
man.
much, that man. That man, that's very kind to you, and I'm gonna do my best for you.
We got $2 from Into the Brains,
Thank you, Natalie.
and Natalie said Dylan's gonna buy a table from the Zion guy.
I can see it.
Honestly, he's got great prices.
You could get
It's
your
very
new,
cheap,
your
though.
new desk from them.
I want a long table that goes from that wall to this wall.
Honestly, yeah.
How
How
would
would
we
we
walk around?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe
So
we
we
go under.
Or jump over.
or jump over.
Don't you think we're a little old for that now? I go under the table.
My
My my joints aren't what they used to be.
I mean, actually, think about it. Camera, 127 days. Jump
You
Festa.
have to fix that.
You gotta jump over.
20
for
of
jump
us
festa.
behind the table. That man sub in the corner with a picture of Judai with a red X over his face.
Oh god, that's
And
gonna
we're
hurt to
we're
look at.
definitely
watching
gonna happen.
as Yu-Gi-Oh 9 gets announced.
I'm liking
and-
this image.
What
And-
happens
and
if it doesn't?
Oh man.
Well,
like it.
if it doesn't get announced, I would assume Go Rush is 3 years. I would assume
What
they
happens
had.
if your just career's over?
Well,
April comes, it's a wrap.
That'd be really stressful.
I'd be very surprised. I'd be very surprised. I'm not nervous about it.
He sounded his voice shook a little when he
I'd
said.
be very
These
surprised.
guys all know I always get very nervous as the
Yes.
cycle
I love it.
approaches.
Love it.
Sevens though, when Go Rush got announced, I was alone in COVID, and we
Yeah.
thought Sevens would be 3 years, so I wasn't expecting anything. Then all of a
That
sudden, Go
was
Rush
reckless.
gets announced.
That
and-
was
I will say that every time. That was reckless that you did that stream.
Oh,
You were dying.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
struggling.
And you stayed on for over 4 hours. That was just ridiculous.
I had COVID, dude. I felt.
I know
horrible.
what you
Yeah.
had.
we know, dude.
I'm
We
watching
knew
it with COVID from my bed. I have it on my TV.
He fell asleep.
I'm in and out of sleep. I'm like delirious. I'm like, what's going on?
You don't know what world you're in. Dylan's still talking.
Yeah.
Nick T was like, when I woke up, I was like, wait, did they announce a new anime?
Yeah.
Like, that
Remember,
felt like
you
a
did.
fever
You guys
dream.
Yeah,
got
I
sick
did.
and did that all for Goha Yuga
Yeah.
because that was
Yeah.
that same episode
Yeah.
where he's revealed.
Listen,
Yeah.
You did it all for him.
I don't regret it. But
I'm never going to Staten Island again. I haven't been there since. No, because that's where I got it.
You don't, Dill. You don't need a reason to not go. to
That's
Staten
true.
Island.
That's
good-
very
good
true.
answer.
Let's be honest.
Natalie, thank
The
you
old
so
birth
much.
place.
Thank you, Natalie. We got
bro.
$2 Australian dollars from Electric Kevin, and Kevin said, "Who do y'all prefer, Raging Bolt or Iron Crown?"
I don't
Dredge,
know.
I'm going to throw it to you.
I think he's.
It's a Pokemon
Searching.
question.
Exactly why I'm.
He's looking up.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's the new. Oh God, one of them is. I think one of them is Raikou, the raging.
The Raikou giraffe looking thing.
Yeah. I think I like the giraffe Raikou. I'm going with the giraffe Raikou. Yeah,
Are
I wanna
these-
assume it's
these are
raging
new
Bolt.
Pokemon?
Look, that's right.
Yep.
Wait, we're pulling it up. We're pulling it up.
Which one is Iron Crown?
There was a big
What is-
Pokemon announcement.
Oh,
It's the
Lord.
Cobalion or-
Yeah, it's the
I'm not gonna
Cobalion.
lie, Giraffe Raikou looks fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Raging
Yeah,
Bolt.
I'm definitely saying
Because the
Raging Bolt.
shiny
For sure.
Giraffe Raikou's gonna be insane.
Yeah,
gonna be
that's my
wild.
pick as
You
well.
don't like the Cobra Lion?
It's
Okay.
a robot horse. with actually it's
Which
an animal,
can be
right?
cool.
A robot animal.
Yeah,
It can be
Robot
cool
Antelope.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, I like the Raging Bolt.
I think
as
I would
well.
be disappointed if it's like green. Like, isn't shiny Raikou just like a little bit kind
It's
of
like
green?
orange.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
an
heard of
It's
it.
like orangey.
orangey,
It's orange.
yeah.
I think
It's
it's
like-
kind of like
different
the Electabuzz one, right?
Yeah, where it's like, oh,
Dude,
I
I
could
like
barely
orangey.
tell.
A shiny Articuno, dude, to complete the legendary birds.
That's impressive.
Can never get one.
I don't have a shiny Zap.
I did it again with the shadow ones came out. Nothing.
I'll never forget February 2021. Me,
It's my
Dredger, and
fault.
Pete are walking
It's my
around
fault.
campus. We're walking
My
around.
It's freezing.
Yeah, it's my
Brookdale.
fault.
It's
very
freezing.
cold.
Wait.
We
You
go-
think about the three of us really have suffered for this game.
Yeah,
we
have.
go into the. I go into the building to
Oh, shut.
use the restroom.
What were you doing?
I was using the restroom.
Yeah, but describe the scene.
I was in front of a urinal and I was going to the bathroom.
He's playing Pokemon.
I'm
One
playing
one
Pokemon
hand
Go.
and playing Pokemon.
Yeah, one hand.
Yep.
I'm playing Pokemon Go, and a wild Entei pops up off the incense. Now, if you've ever played Pokemon
Off
Go,
the what?
Incense. The
Incense.
wild, the
Oh.
legendary
you
dogs
can
would
use an
appear.
incense, and because it was a special event, it was like the Hoenn, not what Johto, the
Johto,
Johto
yeah,
Day.
yep.
That was a good day.
That might have been
fun.
2022, actually. It might have been a year and a half.
I think it was
definitely not-
22.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
22.
22.
Because
an Entei,
Kanto was 21.
An Entei appeared on my map off the incense. Clicked it, and it was a shiny Entei.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Guy runs out of the
Janet,
bathroom.
You're saying what the fuck, but we have to hear this story all the time.
Well,
I won't
because
lie to you.
it's a story
Playing
of
events
triumph.
with him is terrible. I'm so happy this year I'm not going to New York with you.
See, I wish you were
And I
going.
mean that in the nice because I know
yeah,
for
how-
a fact you're gonna kill.
Are we
it.
going to purchase our tickets, by the way? Because
Global.
the Randall Park ferry. I think you have to take a ferry to get.
No,
there.
You
you
take
can
a
take a
ferry
subway.
or a subway. You can
So,
do
You
either.
can take a subway.
Ferry or a
I was going to
subway.
take the subway. The ferry is about a 50-minute ride, and it's very expensive because it leaves from Wall Street.
Yeah.
So it's a scenic view.
Yes,
It's
and
very nice.
Pokemon won't be spawning on that water. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
wasting.
true.
time.
Nah, that's a good point.
We're gonna do the subway.
That's a good point.
Smart.
Not like they are in the city.
They're not going to be on the subway now.
They might.
Subway.
They
So
might.
it depends where you have internet.
Thank
It's like a week and a half away. I mean,
for
you're
the
ready.
I
dono.
don't think he's ready.
Oh, I'm so
You
ready.
ready?
I'm so ready.
Dredge,
dude.
I told Dredge, or maybe I didn't. You have to FaceTime me the whole time on Sunday.
While I'm there?
While you're playing. So
Dude,
bring a
Yeah.
second
I am
phone.
going to be hungover all day.
I want to see it.
I have to get on a plane that morning at 6 a.m. Means I got to be at the airport around 4
You are
a.m.
going to sleep so well Sunday night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It'll be a great
I've already
sleep.
told. I'm calling out of work Monday. I already know.
Ooh,
it.
I
Like,
love
there's
it.
no end.
I love that you sacrifice.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's gonna be fun though.
I respect
It's
that.
important to
Can't wait.
sacrifice.
I need the shiny Kangaskhan, so I don't need to be threatened by DJ with the trade.
I get the perfect meme photo for Dylan.
shiny
too,
Kangaskhan.
going to Randall Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the perfect meme for him.
I look forward to it.
All right, we got $10 more from Into the Vrains.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Into
Thank you
the-
so
Into the
much.
Vrains.
Thank
Um,
you, Natalie.
And Natalie said, I'm really happy Dylan turned things around in GX Tag Force. My words worked. Also, do you guys recommend Vrains in 2023?
Yeah.
If so, what's your favorite part?
Thank you, Natalie, for the $5 super chat.
I think it's a necessary watch.
I think if you play the main game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you've never seen an anime, I think that's a good anime to honestly start with because you're familiar with all the mechanics. That, I think, is the most real, lifelike dueling that you can probably get in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, still to this day, speaking about the main game. And there's a lot of decks in that you're probably familiar with if you've played the main game and you've gone to locals. Dragon Links, which is kind of like Revolver's deck, just won Worlds, actually.
Did it really?
Yeah, that won Worlds. Salomon Greats have also won. The last 3 decks have actually been Vrain's decks. Salomon
so
Greats.
they're meta.
Yeah. Oh,
Meta.
yeah. So Salomon Greats were great. Trickstars, Marincis have had some time.
Tricksters are good?
Yeah, they
No
were
shot.
really
They're
good.
atrocious.
They were really
Then
good.
Blue Man doesn't know what she's doing.
Well, then she went to Marincis, which
Blue
is
Angel.
also a really
Blue
good
Angel.
deck.
Sorry, Blue Angel. Said that.
Well, you know.
You know
I
what I
mean,
meant.
they're all correct
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're all the same.
You could argue Playmaker's deck is probably one of the weaker ones.
It is.
But he's...
That's because he's
Because
God.
he draws
So,
everything
but
he
what I'm
needs.
saying, in
And he has-
Altergeist, Emma's deck was one of the best, so there's no relation
Yeah.
in between.
I guess from
You
that
can't
aspect.
discount his skill. He's amazing.
That's true.
It's a genius.
Natalie also said, I would rather be turned into data than be fully aware as a piece of furniture.
I agree. I'd
Nah,
rather
I'm
just
okay with
disappear.
furniture.
I'd rather just disappear.
But you guys know why, so furniture.
Depends on the furniture.
Well, yeah, because you want to... Yeah.
If I can watch some TV
All you gotta do
as
is
a
let it
piece
go.
of furniture,
Yeah.
I might be all right.
Yeah, I think that's
If you had to become a dad pen, would you do it?
No, I would want to become.
Why?
First of all, it's not a piece of furniture.
Well, I'm saying like we
That's
we
not the way I
spitball.
use it.
Snoop
No.
Dogg's bong.
I would be. I would.
Yo, that you get hit all the time, man.
Not
It's
a piece
crazy.
of furniture. I
Stop.
would become a refrigerator because I'm really cool.
God damn it.
That would be my hell. I'd love to be a sauna, like a bench in a sauna.
Yeah, you would love that.
Yeah.
You do you are always like cold.
Cal,
so-
what are you doing? I'm chilling.
Oh, okay. All right.
Dad jokes would get even worse. I actually would get rid of my
Wait,
fridge.
DJ, piece of furniture. Would you rather be turned into data so you just like you disappear basically,
Or be
would you be a furniture, conscious but you're stuck to a piece of furniture?
You can also still
Data.
talk.
Data. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
Wow.
Yeah, I would actually rather be data, but
Yeah.
Cool, Natalie. I agree with you there. That's why I think this.
I'd rather
like,
be
it
data
works.
right now.
yeah.
What?
We might have to talk to him.
We gotta talk. All right, we're talking.
talking.
We got a lot of
Um,
topics to talk about every stream.
Crystal Colden has been a member at Raw Yellow for 13 months.
Thank you, Crystal
Crystal.
Golden. Appreciate you.
Crystal's
Thank you
at
so
13
much.
Crystal.
months, puts on Organization 13 code on. Time for my darkness phase. Kingdom Hearts
Oh, of
reference.
course, yeah.
Kingdom
Organization 13 was tight.
Freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal. 13 months. You're awesome.
We have another member. Ichika Nozomi has been a member for 20 months at Slifer Red. And they said, I hope Yugioh and Mitsuko can have their ship back.
Yeah, we're gonna jump.
Yes.
Thank you, Ichika, for the
That's a
30
great
months.
transition.
Great
to summer.
transition.
Mitsuko's been gone.
Where's she at?
We are going to read some summaries. So let me get these summaries on screen for you guys.
Not ready.
Here is 71. Here is 72.
He's not gonna ask me, so it doesn't matter. And now he's gonna because I said it out loud. He heard me.
Here is 73.
All like everywhere, all over the place.
There's gonna be no room. We're not gonna see. They're not gonna be able to see us.
He doesn't care about that. Oh, spoilers, by the way.
Yeah. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers! Hold, please.
Ding dong.
I want you to buy.
Oh, I'd be a doorbell.
That's good.
That's not furniture either.
Okay.
It's just an inanimate object.
Nick
That-
T, would you like to read 71?
Yeah, I would love that.
He doesn't want to.
Episode 71, A Dream for Furniture.
Nice.
The Providence Galactic Furniture Store has been around for generations. However, it's repeatedly struck with galactic recessions and raids from other furniture stores.
Why are you laughing?
Raids?
It's already ridiculous. First of all, recession.
Yeah.
This is a children's show.
Raids.
Second of all,
Raids.
furniture stores are raiding each other.
All of a sudden, when you said recession, Calibur's got really nervous. He started sweating.
Hey. I don't like it, but it was a good one.
The high yield save is not looking good.
Moving on. After Zion becomes its manager, it's been constantly struggling with financial problems. Zion's dream is to have 8 88.8 billion Providence stores across this whole universe. What will become of his dream as his duel with UDS comes to an end? Now, do you think it's smart to have that many brick-and-mortar stores in the day of digital purchasing?
Absolutely not.
No.
Honestly, that was the most eloquent statement Nixie's ever said.
but we're also in the past. So think about it. You go 200 years
true.
into the past, it's the 1800s. Caliber, what would your business plan be?
If they're in a recession, that's not a good idea.
Cal, what would you be selling in the 1800s with a store?
Furniture.
1800s?
Like, it's probably tobacco, right? That's what you'd be
No. I would be selling.
Tobacco was healthy back then.
No.
That's what they said.
No.
How about opium? Is that
No.
I could see that. You would probably... Actually, that's a great point. We should do a history podcast, and we could
No.
talk about how you would have
No.
a
All right.
direct correlation to the opium wars.
Episode 72, Pete.
Yo, that's something. Wow.
Nixie, that was a great point, Nixie. All right, yeah.
I'm glad you caught on to that.
Oh, woo. Episode 72. Vengeance is mine.
Oh, okay.
It's time for the Galaxy Cup's most anticipated finals. The first battle is between Mitsuko and Yugioh.
Oh, baby, the back.
What?
Mitsuko is burning with rage because Yugioh has been giving her the cold shoulder. However, she's having a hard time against Yugioh's fierce attack. As she tries to counterattack, she draws a card she's never seen before.
Trouble in Paradise.
What?
Oh, all right. Link also. Just
Interesting.
Link.
Hey, that guy.
Good Lord.
Maddie, thank you so much, Maddie, for the $100 donation.
Wow.
Thank you so much, man. You just wrote a smiley face, no message.
He's a
'Cause-
bad
because,
guy.
hey,
He's a
come
bad
on.
guy.
It made you smile.
It did make me smile. It also reminded me that I got to make the GIF of me running over him in GTA
You do?
4.
You made that yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we definitely got to do that soon. For selfish reasons, Maddie is going to be here a little longer, which I'm happy about.
I hate the way you make that sound.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You mean you're happy for selfish reasons? that
selfish
it's- yeah.
reasons,
You
yeah.
made it
Your
sound
word-
like
your
I know,
wording-
I know.
Maddie was being
Yeah,
selfish.
your wording was not
I
good.
get
You
what you're
also make
saying.
it sound like he was dying.
Oh no, I mean for me, for selfish
Yes,
reasons.
we know.
Oh,
We get the
I
way
see-
it was
I see
worded.
the way I'm
Hey,
wording it.
Yeah,
For
dummy.
selfish reasons, I'm happy that,
Yeah.
that he's staying longer.
There you go, there you go.
Right. I
He's also okay, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's not. Yeah.
Maddie's fine. Oh, Maddie's fine. I meant staying in the area, like in the area. For a little
Marty's
longer.
good. Marty's
yeah,
good.
Marty's fine. Maddie, thank you so much, dude. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the bomb donation. Love you, dude. Thank you. And here's to more memories, and here's to many more GTA nights.
Oh,
Cal, do you want to
yeah.
read 73?
Sure. Episode 73, encroachment on the defense, 5 yards.
I was just going to make it. I'm glad you were there.
Thank you.
Thank you, producer DJ.
Come on.
The finals continue with 3 exciting matchups. Osaka versus Kawhi Tell.
Interesting.
Ooh. Rovian versus
Hey,
Goha Yuna. Oh. And Yumu versus Neanderstar. Oh. As they clash against each other with their ideals and pride on the line, a strange phenomenon occurs. A card that shouldn't exist will turn the duelist's destinies upside down, bouncing
see a
on
trend.
the ceiling, inside out.
dancing on a nighttime.
You don't
So
know the
shut up.
It's all right. Your heart was in the right
got the
place.
rhythm, though.
Your heart was in the right place.
That was good.
I got excited.
Interesting that
Also, the 74 title. Dredge, would you like to read it?
Episode 74, My Very Rude. Note, based on the pronoun that's being used in the title, this is most likely a Yuna episode.
interesting.
I'm cooking.
Yes.
So Yuna's going to actually have 2...
Potentially. 74,
Wow.
we're not 100%.
Rovi and Samakam, yeah.
Yuna,
So I would
I'm glad.
imagine that 73, those 3 duels are all going to happen simultaneously.
Of course,
I
yeah.
guess the debate is maybe 74 focuses on one, 75 focuses on another.
So
I
to
think there's
waste...
not enough
you
time.
can't. I don't have time.
Because so I think what's implied is we're in the quarterfinals. Yugioh Mitsuko's the first round.
Right.
And then we have 8 of our quarterfinalists. 6
So-
of them
so
are girl duelists.
You want to know my only
How
concern?
about that?
You want to know my only concern, though?
When there's some Yu-Gi-Oh shows that
Yugi?
don't even have 6 girl duelists.
quality.
Yugi's
So-
not in it.
So
Yugi
Dill,
don't qualify.
so Dill, realistically, we have 8
Yugi?
duelists left, right?
Yes.
Where's Yugi?
Yeah, Yugi didn't qualify. Did something
But
happen to him?
did we
No,
see
he's another duel number.
Did we see his duel power? It was pretty high.
It was
Yeah.
it was
It
full.
was pretty high.
It'd be
Yugi
crazy
is
if he
fine.
turns into
okay?
a trash
Nothing's
bin.
going to happen to
agree.
him. He's
Hey,
fine.
hey. I'm just saying.
Yui might win this whole damn thing.
How?
It doesn't
That's
even
what
look
I'm
like-
saying.
it doesn't-
How?
It doesn't.
Okay.
This looks like
The,
it's
ma-
the quarters.
the math wouldn't add up. There's 8 people left. 10 would be 10, 5. 8 is 4, 2, 1. 8, 4, 2, 1.
He's going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, I know quarterfinals. I know hockey. 8, 4, 2, 1.
I don't think Yugi makes the quarters.
I don't think he does. But
Well, we only
how?
have 3 confirmed matchups.
He's
right?
furniture.
That's
Four.
We have 4.
4.
Well, Zuijo Mitsuko,
Mitsuko
I think, is
Zuijo
part
is
of it,
one.
right? I guess it might not be.
No,
but
it
it's
is.
not.
It says
Yep.
it's time for Galaxy Cup's
First
much
battle,
anticipated
yep.
finals.
So based on that math, unless you're gonna make it, even 12 would be the next. You have to go 16.
The round of 16.
Unless
Yeah,
there's
the round of
16, they're just
16.
showing you
There's
8.
no way that
It's not
is
16.
our 8 final people.
I think it is.
That
dude.
is.
You're telling me Yuhi and Udius are both not a
well,
part of it.
Udius was
Udius is
distracted.
furniture.
That makes sense. But Udius was distracted training Epoch, and his focus
Also-
wasn't on qualifying. My issue is,
Where's that
out of these 8 that make it, they're all somewhat believable, but there's one to me that sticks out like a sore thumb.
Where's that
Zuijo?
Kawhi Tell?
Oh, you meant like
He's a
in terms of
decent
above
duelist.
everybody.
Is he?
We haven't seen him a lot.
He
but
dominated
we've seen
Yugi off screen.
He did beat
skill.
Yugi off screen. Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
also, Dill, another important thing, like even no mention of Yuhi, but also where's Epoch? We had Epoch duel. We expected Epoch to be in the
They're
tournament.
all furniture, bro.
well, no.
No, Epoch was
Epoch.
forced to become an employee of the store.
To be
Maybe.
fair,
Maybe.
Epoch not making it, I think, makes sense.
She just learned the game.
She lost the only duel we
she
saw.
doesn't- yeah, she doesn't know
I don't know
anything.
if she's ever won.
She doesn't know anything.
So that makes sense.
Okay.
But there are some,
All right,
there are
all
some
right.
surprising picks here, and then of course the other big point is what's going on. What's this weird card? Is it a darkness
Why does
card?
everyone keep getting it?
Right.
What's going on?
What do you guys think? Darkness card. I saw a couple people theorize maybe Monster Reborn.
Oh.
I mean, could be,
Could
could
bring
be,
back.
could see that again.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
appearing-
bit of a return.
Yeah.
It's appearing
Maybe
in
it's a
all
Spring
4
Heel
duels.
Jack
It's
card.
Spring Heel Jack.
Oh.
We're not at episode 91 yet, so Spring Heel Jack.
It's a little early. for-
Episode 91, if there is a character that jumps even in the background of a shot, I'm making the
It is.
title of the episode
Yeah,
Spring Heel
that's
Jack.
fine.
Yeah, of course. No,
That's fine.
I'm fine with that actually.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't know. I don't know
and then
who
it'll
wor-
be
it makes
confirmed.
worse titles. You or Cal?
I think we would have to
Hold
call
on.
it Spring Heel.
Oh,
Whack.
Dill makes much
like that.
worse titles. What kind of question is that? Dill's titles are atrocious.
I also want to point out here, no conflict of interest in having Goha Yuna and Asaka duel.
He's got a good point.
That's
there.
a very
He's
good
got,
point.
Hey,
And you know
this
what's,
guy's got a great point.
What the hell?
what's funny
that?
is I remember saying a few weeks ago, I was like, we don't know who's in this tournament. Like, is Ryugu in it?
that
Is
should
Goha
be-
Yuna? And there were a few people in chat that commented and said, no, those 3 aren't in it. They're running the tournament.
Which I agreed.
Do you
like-
think
Right.
because we haven't seen them duel or even talk about dueling? Do you think the two of them have just like they got to bye to the quarterfinals?
That's what I'm saying.
There's also a little bit of awkwardness between the two of them. Their relationship kind of strayed a little bit,
Yeah.
if you remember last
'cause
arc.
Yuga.
So that's going to be fascinating to
Very.
see because Rovian's just kind of vanished. And Goha Yuna worshipped Rovian, and then Goha Yuna became very close with Asaka.
Yeah,
Rovi will be
So-
all right. She'll drop some beats. It'll be fine.
I'm excited.
Goha
can't
Yuna
wait.
better win that duel. That's all I'm going to say.
You're-
Okay,
I-
quick. No, quick. Okay, let rapid fire right now.
Yeah.
Zuijo Mitsuko, who wins?
Zuijo.
Zuijo. Asaka Kawhi who wins?
Asaka.
He's got a Kawhi Tell.
Asaka.
Come on.
Rovian Goha Yuna, who wins?
Goha
Goha
Yuna.
It's
Yuna.
going to be
Goha
Goha
Yuna.
Yuna because
Yuna.
she's in the next episode.
Yeah. And then the final one.
Yumu
Yumu
Niana
Niana-
Star.
Yumu.
Yumu
Niana
It
Niana
better
Star.
be Yuma.
Yumu.
Niana Star.
Let me.
I'm gonna tell you
contrarian.
right now. I'll beat you to it. She loses this duel, she's dead to me for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's
I'm
fair.
Oh,
done.
God.
I'm done waiting on the character.
I think
It
that's
is
fair.
over.
I will say.
Ow, you're slow.
I'll say this. I think based on these characters, I think Yumu's going to win the tournament.
I mean,
Wow.
she should be the
She's a tournament
overwhelming
winner.
favorite.
Zuijo?
Zuijo.
Yeah, but he's not a main. He's not
No,
a main.
Zuijo should be the favorite. Zuijo's already beaten
In terms
Yumu.
of dueling prowess,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I think
he's-
but in terms
Yumu-
of trajectory,
Yeah.
I see your
but
point.
in terms of
The
a
tour-
Yu-Gi-Oh,
The
she should
tournament
win.
also could get completely and utterly hijacked as well because we don't know what's going on with those
Otis.
weird cards. Could be Otis. Could be
This
the
tournament might
creator.
not even finish.
It might not even finish. There could be
might all be
weird.
a ploy.
Which actually,
Yeah.
to the relief of Goha Yuna and Asaka, who haven't even found a proper prize. So maybe they'd be relieved. Oh, well, it's tournament's over, it's canceled, no prizes. Because we can't even figure
Well,
one out.
and a card that shouldn't exist, turning the duelist destinies upside down, could force the tournament to stop.
Exactly. And they'd be happy about it.
So these
Yeah.
cards are just going to start appearing.
They're gonna be they're forcibly inserted into these characters.
Is it coming down from the sky, kind of like where you, where you when Yuga Man was doing the whole fusion?
Yeah, it could be something like that. I mean,
I'm getting it back on track.
Yeah,
we're just
no,
righting the ship.
no,
we're
it's
going to
just
turn
Nick
it right
T
on
in
down.
the end. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. It's weird summaries. It's not bad summaries. It's just weird.
It feels like at least we're going somewhere.
Oh no, we're going somewhere. I don't know where. It's like you're going up the hill at Nitro, and the guy behind you says, "Yeah, they changed this coaster." Okay, we're going somewhere because we got to get back to.
I was gonna use it more as how Yugi and Yuhi were standing at the train tracks this episode. The first beginning of the arc, that's all we were doing. We were standing there endlessly waiting for the signals to lift, and now at least
They're lifting.
we crossed. We're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Yours is a very interesting analogy.
I want to know. Can you explain?
They changed that whole coaster.
Can you explain the analogy?
Yeah, and like, is that like a? Is like, should you be scared in that
Well,
moment?
you don't know. So the analogies are going. Nitro is a big coaster at the Six
It's
Flags.
a super coaster, technically,
Yeah,
right?
but you're going up.
Or
And
something like
I know
that.
the
It's a
coaster very well. I've rode
hypercoaster.
it a few times.
It's great.
And someone behind you says, "Oh yeah, they changed the layout of this coaster." You know that you're going somewhere because you're not just going to keep going up forever.
Right.
But now you don't know where you're going. Are there going to be loops, which there's not on Nitro? Are there going to be corkscrews? Is there going to be an incomplete track? I don't know.
You're going on a trip.
Which would mean death. So we don't know what's happening.
This is not. This
Well,
is not
Dylan, I
Thrillville.
will say one easy way to tell whether there's going to be loops or not on a roller coaster is whether you have a harness around your shoulders. If
Well,
it's
you
just
do
on your
on
lap,
That's true.
Nitro, though.
There
Don't-
will
oh, you
be
don't.
no
You don't on
loops.
Nitro.
That's true. Although I think I've ridden one where it's just thing on your lap. It's very yeah, it's very rare. But sometimes they do have just the. It's very rare.
I don't think that's legal.
No, if you have a
No,
seatbelt
it's-
on you.
Yeah.
No.
I think you have to have a seatbelt on either way.
Maybe that's in the
Yeah.
new
Because
part.
Nitro
Well,
has a seatbelt as well as.
I've definitely ridden a coaster with this. It doesn't
It's
have
just
an
a lap
over-
bar
over,
and it's got a loop. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
No, lap bar
literally
and a
don't
seatbelt.
think that's legal.
And probably a seatbelt. Yeah.
We
We'll
didn't
look
say,
it up.
we
They
didn't say it
definitely
had to be
exist.
legal.
Someone needs to show me the car facts.
Pete's got a good point. Pete's got a
Okay.
very good point.
Listen,
Who cares about
rides all
legality?
the
DJ can
time-
fact check it, but
rides
I-
all the
I'd
time
s-
get stuck.
At
What
Cedar
about a-
Point, I think I'm pretty sure I have one in mind.
Well,
that doesn't-
Trell might know if he's here.
Yeah. maybe.
Trelwood does.
That's actually a great point.
Thank you. He'd catch that.
Catch something.
Let's move.
Who do you think's winning the duel? Are we changing our pick, Yugi Zion?
I can't
can't
obviously
change
change the pick, but I am leaning more to Udius.
I'm still sticking
yeah.
Zion.
I think Zion's gonna win.
I hope so.
That's
So I
why
wanna be
Udius
right.
is also just not even in these episodes. Neither is Zion, to be
So
fair.
you think
but-
he's just furniture?
No,
They're all
no.
I
furniture.
think they just dropped the plot line entirely.
You also just like. It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
That like the theme so far of the show, common themes. We have
Thank
things
you
dropping
for
down
the
from the sky
dono.
at the end of duels to turn people into some form of either an inanimate object or completely. Like actually, both of them, a card and a piece of furniture, are inanimate objects. Because now that's happened twice now.
Yeah.
We had the Relic do it, and now we had a very similar way of Zion doing it.
And in addition to that, the last duel of the last arc, we had our friends come from the sky, land in the same exact spot,
Yeah.
mind you.
It's
Things
fascinating.
are just dropping from the sky all the time.
And they like sensed it too
Yeah,
in episode 69. Like they sensed something was going to happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it did.
Yeah. No, it's weird. That is like a motif of the show.
It
yeah.
is.
Even in Sevens,
I
right?
do see your point because I watched both episodes today.
Yeah.
And how did Yuumu not find that door? I mean, that was crazy.
I mean,
I
don't
mean,
know
it
what's
was
go- I don't
right
know what's
there.
going on with her.
It was right
She
there.
needs to win this tournament. She needs to win this tournament.
She's got to get some
But this
respect
is
back.
like, but honestly, like this is, she's felt directionless recently. Like and I think it shows in the summary. Like everyone's got a reason for this duel, right? Asaka and Kawhi Tell, they have that working relationship. They've
Yep.
got the business acumen. Goha Yuna and Rovian. Goha Yuna
course.
used to be obsessed with Rovian, and they kind of distant.
Yeah, they
Robi's
drifted
just
up.
an MIA.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's going to be really fascinating. Mitsuko versus Zuijo, that's
Obviously.
cool.
A
That
lot of
speaks for itself.
animosity there.
And then Yuumu versus Neanderstar.
What are we doing?
Like they couldn't find anyone to pair with Yuumu that feels at the same level of importance and connection as the other three duels, right? That feels like the odd duel out, and it has
is.
to do with Yuumu.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Even
excited.
like a Yuumu
Manya.
versus Manya rematch, I think could have been more
Yep.
compelling than that.
I agree.
But they haven't worked. But the thing with that is, it would have just been a rematch to have a rematch. They haven't worked on that relationship at all. You know, I mean, Yuumu versus Sky Fisher maybe, but that relationship also hasn't gone
They
anywhere.
haven't worked on any of Yuma's relationships.
That's the issue. Yeah.
Yuumu was just out there chilling, just
He's
endlessly running stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what she's doing.
Stairmaster.
I mean, that's how she started and ended and started an episode back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, just running stairs.
Yeah. So that's been a
She's getting her
concern.
cardio in.
But I'll tell you, she wins the tournament, and winning No one cares when you're winning. I'll do a lot of good for her. So we'll see. I'm rooting for her.
Dylan, in case you were wondering,
Rooting for her big. Yeah.
you were right. There is a coaster called the Velocicoaster.
Oh, yeah.
In Orlando, Florida, that is just a lap bar and it has 4 inversions.
What's crazy about that is I've not ridden that.
Have you watched the video
There's
of that?
no seat belts either. It's just a lap bar.
See, that's psychotic. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I would not ride that. No.
I would. I
But
haven't rode
did
that
you
one.
die?
Well,
He'd be
people
fine.
clearly don't die.
He'd be fine.
Yeah.
Though.
He'd
Nah,
be fine.
well,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the mind
now,
game of it.
inversions,
Yeah.
is it does that just mean you go upside down like it's like a corkscrew?
That-
Because
Doesn't matter,
Unsure.
you're
It
only
says
got a
4
lap bar.
inversions.
Either way.
Because corkscrew is a lot quicker than a loop.
No.
I want to say Velocicoaster does have loops.
I don't
So-
know.
Inversions,
don't
I think, count for
see-
both.
I don't see a very specific loop.
What
but
park
I
is
see-
that in?
I
That's
see
at
kind of one
SeaWorld?
of those ones where it comes up over the top and turns
Oh,
upside down. And then
that's
Yeah,
like a.
yeah.
Is that at
Oh, okay.
SeaWorld?
No, it's at
Universal.
Universal.
It's based off of Jurassic Park.
No,
Yeah.
I've
old-
never rode
I
it.
honestly may
I
have
don't
ridden
remember
coaster.
that.
So it
I don't know.
was opened in 2021.
Oh,
It's a
no,
new
no,
coaster.
no, no,
It's a
no,
new
no.
coaster.
It's fine.
The
Yeah.
what
Oh,
did they
it's a
call
lot
it? The
cooler. That's Jurassic
Triceratops.
Park.
The Triceratops encounter
Yeah.
interaction.
I've
They tore that
definitely
down.
ridden other ones that just have the lap
My-
bar with loops.
my,
They're crazy.
My girlfriend has like a hyperfixation on roller coasters,
Yeah.
and she's a universal person like through and through.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, for when we go together, you're gonna go on that, right? And she showed me a YouTube video of Velocicoaster. I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
I will hold your
Yeah.
stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, I got
and,
you, dude.
I'll
Come
see you when you get
on.
back.
Well, we all need. So Ivrea is not into roller coasters at all, but like she likes the aesthetic of amusement parks and is cool holding the stuff. And you need a bag holder
You do.
in the group.
You do. Unless you want to spend money at the
Locker.
every now and
Don't.
Yeah.
Is that what you just called your girlfriend?
A bag holder?
Bag holder?
No, I mean like and at the
It
theme
doesn't
parks.
matter. It doesn't matter. The context.
It could
or
have.
not.
It could have been better. It's
You
a
could just
PR
say
it's a
someone
P-
that
they're
doesn't
very
ride the
important.
It's a
roller
PR
coaster.
nightmare now. Now Cal and I are gonna have to fix it.
Yeah, we'll workshop the language. We'll workshop the language a little bit.
Ice Aiden, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hello, Yugi Bros. Like Nail, I've got 10 minutes left, so
Okay, you want me to go?
sure. I mean, okay.
Why would you interrupt him mid?
Hello,
donut?
Yugi Bros. Like
Like,
Nail,
you don't
this
like
guy
being
is
interrupted
one
mid-donut.
scary guy.
Like,
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Cal?
I
There you
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
do
tension.
agree. I think there's
Nail drop
I'm
satellites
so
from the sky.
confused.
Okay. I think it's I think it's Nail, but like more like unhinged.
Yeah.
So
I loved his laugh at the end.
Me too. But
Great.
that's why like I feel like if he gets defeated, it's just like what was the point?
We do
That's
that
fair.
every arc of this show.
But at least with some characters like Yugioh was the whole season. Ryugu Phaser at least was like the whole arc. This would be 2 episodes. This would be even shorter than Nail, which was just 4 episodes.
he could have some other part in it.
It's a mini arc.
but the threat there is I feel like just gone.
All he has to do is just leave the Kamijo gear company. It doesn't mean he has to.
Yeah.
He could do anything else.
Yeah.
Go ahead, by the way, you can do it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the super donations. IKEA CEO Zion.
CEO.
IKEA
CEO
CEO
Zion. Thank you for the $2 donation. Buy my Yudi esteemed bunk bed, then you can reassemble him on stream.
That.
I don't really like what that's
No.
implying.
Yeah. It's questionable.
I don't
I
really-
had when I was doing my Tag Force stream yesterday. It was Chapel of Flapple donated under like 4 different names.
He did.
IKEA CEO
Yuo's
Zion,
credit card.
Yuo's credit
Your
card.
credit card is a class.
Wow,
Classic.
It's so funny, dude. He donated as Yuo and still acted as if like the Luke man was still like right behind
That's
him.
hilarious.
Which happened like 2 years ago.
It's a great meme.
I mean, it really is, dude. So funny. Thank you, Zion. Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 donation. Okay episode, but honestly, my hype for this arc is truly dead now. For the love of God, can Yu-Gi-Oh! 9 please have a real tournament? Hope we can chat soon, Dill. Yeah, I guess if you were someone who was really looking into or looking forward to an actual tournament, we didn't really get a tournament. It might feel more tournament-less next week or 72, but
2 weeks, yeah.
What
at
I
that
would-
point we're 8 episodes
What
in.
I would say real quickly is in 7s, I think we had similar thoughts about that tournament, and then the final 3 duels ended up being amazing. Let's wait. We'll wait.
Yeah, well, I will say, tournament, I feel like also when you're limiting and handicapping yourself to 13 episodes, it's hard to do a compelling tournament. Look at how long Duelist Kingdom was.
Oh,
Battle
yeah.
City. Those are like 2 really good tournaments, and they just take they take episodes.
It's
you
also
know?
the way, too, that this is constructed of, like, using your battle bottle cap, whatever,
Yeah.
just to seek people out. People could. There was someone that just ran away from Yugioh in this episode.
Yeah.
He's left. Which, by the way, listen, for the coexisting of humans and aliens is what this tournament's supposed to be about. I'm telling you right now, that guy exists in my world that came out from that soda machine.
Say it.
There is no way I'm comfortable living in the same place as him. Horrifying.
Oh,
Horrifying.
I thought,
That
I
guy
thought he was talking about committing acts of violence against him.
that's where I thought it was going to, but it wasn't you.
What do you think I am? You think I'm this guy?
No, I don't.
No, that's
I'm
fair.
just saying, you're telling me you wouldn't be scared of that guy.
No, I would be horrified.
Horrifying.
That's
Yeah.
why.
There's no way we're coexisting.
Well,
we're living.
what about the guy that's dressed as the Mad Gasser?
No, that is
But it's
the
a
Mad
person.
Gasser.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem like a well-adjusted individual.
He's not, but we live with a
wearing a
lot of
gas
those.
mask.
I'm friends with one of them.
Yeah. No, that's fair. We all
That's
got weird
true.
friends.
No, it's
That's
not him,
okay.
actually.
Brian
Surprisingly.
Ford, thank you for the $2 donation. Now I have some opinions about the summaries. One, these finalists came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Yugioh is here. Mitsuko suddenly is here and makes it to the finals. When did Yuna and Asaka have time to get points when they were deciding a name for the tournament? Yeah, Brian, I mean, there's some inconsistencies here for sure. I'm not going to argue with you on that at all because I don't disagree with you. I remember when Ishizu came out as like that shock, just barely
to
made
make it to Battle City.
eighth
Finals. Yeah,
contestant.
yep.
But the other 7 all made sense, and we had seen them throughout. This is like you got like 4 Ishizus just showing up, like, oh, I made it. Oh my God, there's no surprise
4
factor.
Ishizus.
No, but it's kind of similar. Where like, oh wow.
I don't know about that.
So I don't know.
Your analogies tonight
the
are
slander
just,
is crazy, dude.
I loved Ishizu, but I'm saying in the sense of like showing up at the tournament, not expecting to make it. Brian's right.
Yeah, fair.
He's right.
All right.
Brian, another $2 donation. Also, wasn't Neanderstar just hanging with Manabu? Did Manabu give his points to her so she can qualify?
Maybe.
Also, if these are the 8, the finals are very predictable. I mean, are Zuijo and Yumu going to lose to B-tier duelists? No. Cool to see so many girl duelists.
Yes.
The only duelist of the group I wouldn't say is definitely B-tier besides Yumu and Zuijo is Gohai Yuna. She does have a win against UDS. She put up a very, very good fight against a maximum, Manabu's maximum, when she didn't have a maximum herself. So she's like B+, I'd say.
Listen, you know where I stand. You know I disagree with you as well because you should add Rovi into that. But we're not going to get into
You think Rovian's an A duelist?
She's on the level at least of Gohai Yuna.
She's a B.
But
and Gohai Yuna's a B+.
again, we won't go there because you have a time limit, but you're dead wrong.
Who? Okay, well,
No,
this is
no.
great. They duel each other. Let's see who wins the duel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got a
This is
point.
wonderful.
You already know the outcome because Gohai Yuna is literally listed in the next summary.
Well, 74 is very incomplete, first of all. Second of all, the last time there was a really positive Gohai Yuna named episode, she lost to Manabu and got killed off and carded. So
True.
the episode names don't really mean too much. Let's see what happens.
I agree.
I
Gohai-
like
I
Gohai
think
Yuna.
episode names
I
are
hope
very
she
important.
gets smoked.
Gohai
Just
Yuna,
you do a great
Gohai
job
Yuna
the episode
versus
names.
Rovi.
I am going to be relentless.
This
that
is
next
this is a
week, let me tell
great
you.
matchup, and I'm excited to see who wins.
So you have 11 minutes.
Yeah.
You got to go, dude.
I gotta, okay.
Do you want us to wrap this up
Leave.
for you and you go?
No, we can speed run it.
No, we can't.
No, we cannot.
If we just read the
You have to
donos
do
and
neither.
go,
You have
yeah.
to be somewhere in 11 minutes.
She literally, her train is due in 7 minutes.
No, it's actually 11.
No,
Oh,
11,
she pushed
11.
back? Oh, so you're lucky.
Wait, whose time is right? Oh, okay, there it is. 47.
11 minutes.
Your
Leave.
clock says 50.
You got to go now.
You gotta
You
go
have to
soon.
leave now. We'll finish up.
He can make it there in 8 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're like 8 minutes away.
You have 2 minutes.
Dude, but we still
Yeah.
have shit to go
Here's
through.
the
Yeah,
problem.
you're
We're
right, you're
wasting
right.
time doing this right
well,
now.
to be honest, either way, we don't have enough time. So I got that out. All right, I'm going to leave. I don't know. Probably won't be live when I get back, guys. I want to
No,
thank you all
we
so
will
much
not.
for
We'll be
being
done.
here.
If we're not done. We did it wrong.
You guys are amazing. I will see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow night with Master Duel. Yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much. They're gonna finish you guys out. Huge thank you to Space Cowgirl.
To play us
Huge
out.
thank you to Maddie. Huge thank you to Angie with the very, very, very generous donations. I greatly appreciate all of you. Love you guys. I'll see you next
they
week with
know.
more crazy.
Get
news.
out.
Take care.
Have a good night. Later.
All right.
All right, Cal, start reading donos.
All right, now
Welcome
the
to
real.
No,
real
no,
stuff.
no. We're going to read the
Kids have
donos.
taken over.
No, we're going to read the donos and go home.
All right, I'm gonna read it on here.
Cal,
because
just read
it's,
the donuts.
um,
We're
it's
reading
it's bigger over here.
Man, if me and Nick T were around,
Producer DJ is coming on.
Oh yeah!
All right.
yeah.
All right,
Read the
let me make
donuts.
sure
Come on,
we're-
we can
we're
do
in
this.
order. All right. So we got $5 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And
Thank
Crystal said, ironic, I also got COVID around when Go Rush was announced. It was in Florida and more likely from my cousins.
Ooh.
Damn cousins. You hate those cousins.
Were they from
you know?
Staten Island?
Maybe.
That's okay.
Were they?
Well, no, I doubt it.
I feel
but
like
check the chat.
everyone got COVID in like the same like 2 months.
That was a
span in our
brutal
friend group.
time.
But
I
like
think so.
we didn't all
Not
see,
me.
but
Not
we
me.
didn't all see each other.
Yeah,
I
those
Because like
don't
I
have
didn't
mine,
see
so-
you guys, and I got it like 2 weeks later.
I got it.
It was running
I
rampant
got
that
it
November,
right when I
December.
had seen you guys. When we went to Comic-Con last year, I came back with it.
That's
in the
right.
city.
That's right.
That makes sense, though. That's not
Oh.
surprising. Like,
Yeah, but it's
Well,
not
I
surprising
mean,
at all.
if you go to the city, you're gonna get a disease anyway. So it's
Some
fine.
kind of disease.
Yeah.
Wait, Cal, also, where did you come from tonight before you got here?
Parents.
work.
Okay.
But my
And then
parents, I dropped.
Yeah, because
stopped my-
like you're dressing like a host, right?
It's
You got
nice,
the
man.
Yeah,
hair,
yeah.
the snazzy shirt.
so I was in
It's
the office.
weird when he's actually put together.
Yeah, I know. It's.
I know,
it's
he's actually
different.
trying
I was
a
in the
little
office. I got home at like 6:45 because there was so much traffic, and then
What are you doing? 2 days a week now?
Yeah, and then I had to go say goodbye to Emily. 'Cause she's going back to college. So I
Was
went
that
over
her
there.
last year?
Senior year, but she's doing a 5-year architecture program.
We are
Oh.
getting old. dude.
Yeah.
Can she build our house?
Meg,
Eventually, yes.
Can we do it on the cheap?
Probably not.
Emily
What-
Calabro, architect.
Yeah.
I like that.
What if
What's the abbreviation for architect?
All right, just
I have no idea.
what if I paid her in like
This
a
is-
lifetime thing of food or something? Like I made dinner all the time.
She would probably charge you more because you hit her in the head too many times.
No, I like to think that's how I made her into an architect.
I like that. I like the spin.
That's how I like
Spin
to
is
think.
everything.
We'll discuss that at a different time.
Spin is everything.
We got $5 Australian from Electra Kevin.
thank you, Kevin.
And Kevin
Thank you,
said,
thank
Dylan, at the beginning of Go Rush, you said Yumu will be the best Yu-Gi-Oh girl when the show ends. How does she compare with the others so far? I'll step
I
into Dylan's
mean-
shoes here for this and say
Oh wow.
she only needs what, 2 more wins to have the most wins ever? Is that
I
is
think
that the
it's
number?
one, I think.
Is it
isn't
one?
I
Well,
think
is
it's
it one to tie and 2 to take over? Or is
The
it
chat's
just
gonna let us know
I
in
think
about
it's
2
one?
seconds.
It's one
Two
or
to
the
take
other.
over, I
Yeah.
think.
It's one or the other. But
She's right there.
she's obviously, regardless, she's right there, even with her falling off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
At least as a
It wasn't.
duelist.
It wasn't a high bar.
No, the
No.
bar is set quite low.
It's, yeah.
She's going to be one of the top ones either way, even if she doesn't reach the because her character's still better than multiple from other shows. So.
Yeah.
Even better
She's still
than Taya.
yes.
Yes.
Like, that's not
Yes.
really you're asking me that.
But yeah,
Really?
she's top.
You
She's
know.
at least top 3 right
Yeah,
now. I
exactly.
couldn't tell you from all the other shows, but she'll
Yeah.
probably, at least as a duelist, will end up number 1.
Yeah,
Even
probably.
the Queen of Obelisk Blue.
Mm.
Oh God.
We got $5 from Into the Vrains.
Thank you,
Natalie.
Natalie.
Natalie said, also to end the debate about Yuga, Yuga is not an elite duelist. Yusaku is.
Well, that's true.
Yusaku
That's
would
usual.
wipe the floor with Yuga.
Yeah.
Yuga is nowhere near Yusaku. And then she donated $2 more and said Yusaku is an elite
So
duelist.
I'll take this one. We
Take
are
it, bro.
not. We're not saying
No.
that Yuga is,
No,
is
no.
anywhere near as good as Yusaku. We're not even saying that Yuga is S tier, but I think the argument can be made that he is A tier and not B tier.
In
I
the
think
Rush.
that's-
In the Rush universe.
Yes, and they're also we're talking Rush Duel. We're not talking Master
Rush
Duel.
University's A tier.
Yeah, that's see, Cal,
Yeah.
Cal, thank you.
You
Cal.
could really only say Yusaku is on the level of like a Udius.
and
Yugi.
Yeah, those
Like
three.
those
and,
three-
and Judai.
Yeah, I guess you could put Judai.
You could put Judai in
Yeah,
there.
you could put
those
Judai.
4. Those are your 4.
Yeah. That would be a great little round robin tournament.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but see, I think I agree with that. Natalie's right. Yusaku, spoiler, never lost. So if you're watching, if you haven't watched Reigns, apologize.
Oh come on, bro.
Yeah, okay, all of you haven't. You're all gonna watch it. Yeah. So
You
clearly
say
he's
it.
an elite duelist.
You say
S tier is your elites. A is not your elites. A is your like they're really good, but they're
But
not
you're
like
putting those 4 in your S tier. In
Yeah, yeah.
Yugi,
Oh, yeah.
Judai,
Yes.
and you say
easy.
Yusaku.
Yep, 100%.
Well,
Those
you
are my
gotta
S tier.
put Yusaku because he never lost.
Yeah,
never
exactly.
lost.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
And neither
neither
has
did
Yusei.
neither did you say.
You say yeah. I mean
Technically,
In the
does
past,
not
the
lost.
Jack.
Yeah.
yes.
On screen has never lost.
Yeah.
Dylan said I'd like to see them get out
Yeah,
of this
dude,
one.
I
and I
don't-
don't know what it's in
I
reference
No,
also
it's
to
never
that,
lost to
he
the-
thinks that them saying Yusaku is better than Yuga.
Like it's some
that's-
kind of
yes,
gotcha
I
moment.
agree. That's not.
You're
It's
also
not.
driving, so you shouldn't be on your phone.
He's just keep going.
He's
Ignore
probably
him.
sitting in his car.
No, he's
and
not.
he
He's
didn't
driving.
I hope he
Yeah.
continues to text and drive.
All right, you know what?
We got a $6.66
That comes back
donation
and
from
sucks
That Man 666.
Thank you, that man.
you.
That man said, so Zion is like Stardream, who wants to bring the company to prosperity and probably conquer other planets.
Sure, don't know what that is,
Let me
but
see.
I'll say yes.
do a quick
I was already at the station.
Star Dream.
There's no shot.
The station's like 4 minutes from here.
I don't
But
believe it.
dude,
Yeah,
he had to
it's quick.
travel
It's
like
the
90 miles an
is
hour.
it
Oh, he
the
probably
mother?
did.
It's the mother computer in Kirby, apparently.
Stardream.
I don't know.
But I guess the
idea
theory behind
is-
it makes sense.
Where's-
Where's probably conquer other planets if he's just going to go to other planets and turn people into furniture and then sell them, he's basically conquering their planet.
I think the argument he made is that, again, and I've said this, like, all villains have their reasons. Doesn't mean their reasons are right, but villains do have reasons. Like, they have their reasons, you know.
From a certain perspective, you could view him just as, hey, listen.
All right, where are you going?
As
Where are you going,
As
Pete?
an excellent
Pete?
businessman.
Okay.
Right? He's just trying to spread out through the stars. It's a very tough economy. He's going through a recession.
That's
It's a
fine.
cheap way
He's
to
trying
get product.
to revive the company that's been raided over and over. He's got to be ruthless.
And he's using aliens to get cheap furniture.
Maybe his storyline will
Oh, I
be
see.
he never used to be like this. He was a real fun-loving business guy.
Yeah.
The raids turned him like this. He had to get really hostile.
Yeah, he hit that.
He's going to get them before they get
He
him.
hit the breaking point.
I think that's his
Maybe.
Or what probably what
Here he
you
goes.
were
Now
saying
here you
is
go.
you could also justify people like Get Up.
There you go. Nope.
Just saying.
That's a spoiler for Cal, so we won't say anymore.
That's fine. We got
knows?
Yeah, he knows.
we got $10 from Colin Cleves.
Thanks,
Oh,
Colin.
yes.
Colin said, "Remember in Sevens at the end of the tournament arc where Otis started to attempt to delete rush duels and cause havoc mid-finale? Based off these summaries, it sounds like history is repeating itself."
Yeah.
It's possible they could go in that
That's what we're saying.
direction.
That's what we're saying.
I mean, you got a tournament going on. You got Zion here.
Well,
we
yeah,
don't know
'cause
how the
didn't
Zion
he implanted
goes.
the card, right? That started the whole thing.
Well, because technically Seventh Road
Yes.
wasn't legal card against Roa in Arc 1. Is that what we're talking about? Or the end?
No, he's
No,
talking
no,
about
with the tournament
end.
arc. With the tournament
Tournament.
Yeah,
arc.
he came. I think he came in to the end of the duel between Luke and Yuga, if I remember.
And Yuga had a
correctly.
plan. He used Kaizo. I forget the exact of it, but
It was a little funky.
it's
That
definitely
definitely was
It has
funky.
those vibes for sure. Has those
100%.
vibes. Yep.
Thank you, Colin. We got $2 from Stinkfly. And
Stinkfly.
Stinkfly said, "What if this card cancels the tournament?" And I feel like that's kind of what we've been
could.
saying a little bit.
It
Is
could for sure.
It's
there's
possible.
definitely a chance it could at least postpone the tournament,
Yeah.
and it could. The outcomes of all those duels could end up being significantly different depending on what happens. After.
I think it could. We can circle back to the Yumu thing, and these cards could start just hypnotizing whoever
Yeah.
has them. And we
taking
can just
over.
Start going that way.
100%.
Yep.
Thank you, Stinkfly. We got $5 from Crystal Colden.
Crystal Colden.
And Crystal said, "My Snorlax is saying I need to sleep.
Hmm.
And with a 1 in 450
Jesus,
chance
a
of a
lot.
shiny, I am shiny hunting in my sleep. Good night, everyone.
Have
Good
a
luck,
great
Crystal.
night.
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 Good night,
It's
Crystal.
like
Snorlax.
20 minutes ago, but
Good luck
Still
on the
good night.
shiny.
That's tough.
I hope you get it.
I don't. I actually don't have a shiny Snorlax and go.
I don't either.
Oh, man.
I don't
what does
either.
shiny Snorlax look like?
It's
It's
like
like
a
blue.
It's like a darker.
It's like a
tint.
blue.
Okay, okay.
It's like a blue.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We got $2 from Legendary Duels.
Ah, JC,
Legend-
hold
oh,
on. This could be the
No,
moment.
it's Tony.
This could be the
Guys,
moment.
I'm not getting my
get
hopes
ready.
up. Not
be the
getting my
moment.
hopes up. Not doing it.
Voting for Zion, want Yuhi to get the win. Also,
I agree.
nah, there's no.
But he's not doing
Wait,
it.
hold on. I was gone for
I think
3
he meant-
weeks.
He still doesn't get.
I think
still
he
doesn't
meant
get
wants Yuhi to win like the tournament.
I agree.
But he's not even in the quarterfinal.
Well, maybe
As
it's
of right now, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's not.
This
gonna
is
be
could
there.
be the Sweet
All I'm
16.
saying is, every day that goes by that he doesn't confirm for Jump
I
Festa,
die a little.
I hope he gets turned into a piece of furniture.
Oh, I
Hey,
don't
well, he's,
know.
he's voting for Zion,
I'm gonna
so
say it.
clearly, if you vote
Yeah,
for
I'm
that,
gonna
you
say
should
it.
expect that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Pick Rick has been a member at Cypher Red for 16
Let's
months.
go.
Rick.
So
Oh,
if,
jeez.
if the finals were top
I'm gonna get a count
16, who would be the extras?
All right.
So we would need to add 8.
So we're gonna add 8. Let's add together as a group. So
Easily.
Yuhi.
Oh, we can do
Yuhi.
that.
Yuhi
Yuhi.
is Yuhi.
Easy.
Or
Yuhi is
easy
Yuhi.
two.
So we need 6
Fishman.
more.
Who's the third one?
How does
I said those are the easy two.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need 6 more.
6 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a DJ.
This is why they can't have
Probably-
16.
Probably if the other
Commander
two,
Study,
if the
Matt
other two
Monabu?
were in
Yeah, you have
there-
to have Monabu.
Monabu.
Well, Monabu, sure, but I was gonna say if the other two are in there that are running the tournament, Phaser would probably be.
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Phaser, okay.
Fish guy.
I
so
would
we need 4 more.
No, we're not putting
Muda.
Joey
Fish guy.
Wheeler.
Joey.
Nah, I'm not putting
All
Muda
right,
in there.
no.
Why not?
I'm not putting
He's
Muda
trying
in
to
there.
save Dinois, who's a
Nah,
piece
I'm
of
not putting-
furniture.
I'm not
I don't put
putting
Muda in
Yeah,
there.
I'm not putting
no.
Muda in there.
Questionable.
Really?
No.
Not at all.
Those 4 so far.
Really?
Someone's saying London.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
London's
Assuming,
less
hold
relevant
on. Hold
than
on.
that.
Assuming that they weren't turned into furniture yet, you would put the Lug in there.
No, I would, but I'm.
But
Yeah.
he is.
But I'm
technically.
assuming
let's-
current place.
Manya?
Manya, Phaser.
I feel like it's
I guess
Dude,
you
oh,
could,
Dudanisha for
Dudanisha,
sure.
you
good
could put
duels, good
Tremolo
duels.
in there as well. if you
Tremolo's
wanted.
furniture.
No,
problem.
what's the guy who the Dragon Slayer? What's his
Oh,
name?
Shabaha.
Oh,
Shubaha.
You could put
Shubaha would be in
Shubaha
there.
You could put George Jersey in there. He was
And then-
dueling.
yeah, and then
you could
you
put
could put
George
George-
Jersey.
You could
put
put
George.
Jersey in there, and that, I
And then
think
you
that's
need 1
8.
more.
Oh, that wasn't 8.
That was 7.
had
And you
7.
counted 1 extra. I
I'm
didn't-
not counting Muda. We're not putting Muda.
Yeah, we
Oh,
count
you're not
Muda.
putting
No,
Muda
we're not
in?
putting
Okay.
Who else we put in? I'm gonna have
Oh, the
You could put Fisher Sky.
no, the
No.
the other co girl.
Oh,
Rocco.
No,
no.
the police officer looking
Oh, the
one.
crab one?
No,
Oh, no, the police officer?
what's her name?
Or you could put Ron in.
Copico.
I'll put Ron.
I was saying
Oh.
Copico.
Oh, Energy Copico is fire. Yeah, you can put
That
it.
would be
Yeah,
a, that would be a
Actually,
cool,
that'd be
a
pretty
cool
good.
wiggle
Yeah,
to throw
that's
in.
actually a pretty
Alright,
good.
maybe
She actually went like she wrecked.
I was gonna say
That's
she
what I'm
She
saying.
ran.
Yeah,
She
she
has to
did.
be a decent duelist.
She deserves an on-screen redemption in the sense that like we need to see her like
Actually,
I
do
kick
need
it.
to
ass.
see that character again.
She
Well,
ran
yeah,
through like
it went like
5
That's what I'm
people.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, she deserves like actual real screen time because
No,
of how she just
absolute-
destroyed our
yeah.
team.
Absolutely, there is no way on God's green earth I'm putting Chupataro
Yeah,
in this.
I don't know why you're
Get
saying Chupataro.
out of here.
I'd rather you put me in the ground before.
I'd rather you say poo poo.
I would rather drink bleach on
That's fine.
stream.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, we're good. We're good. Next.
That was a good question, Pickrick.
That
Thank
was.
you. We got $5 from Gravity Hero.
Cool.
And Gravity Hero says, "Hey guys, I agree with Dylan. I think that Zion summons a fusion maximum. It's
It'd be
possible. It
interesting.
really is. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah, be breaking the game.
It would
But-
breaking the game, but that's
Yeah,
cool. I'm
but
fine with them breaking
Honestly,
the
when
game.
the show breaks the game, it
It's
gets,
a little
it gets
fun.
interesting.
It's
you
a
know?
little fun.
Especially like we take it all the way back to DM on the moon.
Yeah, a little
falls,
duelist
you
kingdom.
know?
Right, there's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
things.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a lot of crazy things happening.
yeah.
let's
Thank
like
you,
affect
Grav.
the tide and all that good stuff.
Of course. We got $2 more from Into the Brains.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Natalie.
Natalie.
Into the Brains.
And Natalie said, Udius seems plain to me.
His sense of humor is playing, and like the way he
He's a
never
simple
can
guy,
notice things.
but
He's a-
like
Guy doesn't notice anything.
He's a
I
simple
don't know.
guy.
I resent that.
I don't
I don't agree with the statement, but I do think his ability to notice things is very plain. He just doesn't.
Yeah, well, he's
not,
oblivious.
Yeah, he's a simple-minded
oblivious,
guy.
better.
Yeah, but
There
he's
you
a-
go.
There is no way he is more plain than Yusaku.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm
There's
sorry
no
to say it, but
Look, I don't want to start any argument.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go there.
But,
Go to the next
but,
one.
you, but a
There are-
very,
that's last
one.
very common statement about Yusaku was that he lacked personality. That was a very common
because he-
dislike about the show.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that one.
yeah,
I can't
I know.
say
I
Udius
can't-
is plain.
I know.
Well, I think Udius is fun-loving. He's just he's very oblivious because I feel like they really lock in on the he's not from Earth theme. Like,
Yeah,
we
so-
said, like when it first started, I
Yes,
felt like we were like,
yes.
well, you know, he's an alien. He doesn't really understand this. Like, and now it's like all the other aliens get it, but he still doesn't.
yeah, he's just a little.
So
no,
he,
it's
like,
okay.
He has a
That's
little
all right.
air in his head. You know,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
All
no.
right. But I feel like a good hero needs to lack a little brain, just a little
Of course. You don't want to
know?
be too like perfect.
bit. Exactly.
Agreed.
But all right, guys, that was our last dono.
Yeah, nice.
Um,
Let's go. We did it.
So I guess we can wrap it up. Do we want to do some little self promos down the line here?
Start us
yeah.
off,
Yeah.
Cal.
Start us off.
You start. Hey, you're leading off, bud.
All right,
Come on.
all right. I'll bat lead off here. Yeah. So yeah, my name is Cal, by the way.
You're Cal.
I'm going to start streaming again on Twitch over at twitch.tv/CalBreezy.
Eventually.
It's CalBreee.
CZY.
CalBreeZzy.
Listen,
Yeah, but you said it before I said the
I'm
E's.
giving you a call.
I know Dredge has been trying to pull us into playing some Fortnite, and you know the new JJK skins are out, so yeah, you might dabble.
Domain expansion.
You might catch me on the game maybe tomorrow.
Who knows?
But yeah, definitely give me a follow over there. I'm gonna actually start doing things with Twitch again, so that should be
Let's
fun.
go.
Yeah, but that's really it for me. Also, I'll just promote for Dylan. He streams over on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/SuperDprot. He just lost in a Nuzlocke yesterday. A lot of you that were there know.
Feels
it's-
relevant to that.
Yeah, it's
Timely.
so he's probably going to start a new
run
run.
11?
Yeah, well, that
He's
was
gonna be on run
10.
11.
Yeah, he's about to
He's
do
about
run
to start
11.
So run 11 will probably start next week. I think he's doing Master Duel on YouTube tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
yeah.
No Twitch, right?
Oh,
Just
yes,
YouTube?
he's doing Mario Kart DLC.
okay.
He
He says he's doing that.
He
but
actually may
said
try
that-
to get us to
yeah,
Fortnite.
He said
may
that for
try.
a month. I don't know.
So
he's
there
doing
may
He
be
may
a Mario
try.
Kart DLC tomorrow night late after Master Duel. I know his
Potentially.
Master Duel streams always, I feel like, run late because of the
Always,
lobbies
yeah.
and everything.
Always.
But give Dill a follow over there if you don't already, and I'll send this one over to DJ. Do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, promote something, bro.
What do I have to promote?
Twitter.
Your
If
Twitter
you
handle.
wanna,
Pokemon Go.
No, let's see what this man's got to say.
if you want to see a dead Instagram channel where I used to
Ooh.
post my vinyl records.
Oh, dude, yes. What's DJ spinning?
What's the DJ spinning?
Oh my
Dude,
God!
Honestly, it
Wow.
would. Can you revive that? I
yeah,
actually really look forward to it.
That's a good
maybe
idea.
maybe I'll try and revive it.
Bring-
Bring it back.
Dude, I remember like your last several posts, like the increase in quality, like the different shots, like if you
Yeah.
put, dude, bring it back.
Maybe I'll bring it back.
It's
bring it
really if you're into like music and specifically vinyl records, it's actually a lot of fun. I nerd out about it.
I agree.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course, brother.
Thanks.
Before Nick T starts, we did get a $2 donation from Natalie, and
Yes.
Natalie said, "Yusaku is one of my favorite pro tags."
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we can
totally fair.
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
tough.
guy was
We're not
guy's
gonna touch this
untouchable in a
one.
duel. Untouchable.
And also, you can like who you like.
Yeah, you like you.
I like Yusaku.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's a good character.
All right, Nick
Yeah.
T, you're up, man.
Rip
it.
Wow, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one considering I
Disappeared from
I
life.
disappeared from life. Well, first of all, the elephant in the room, I haven't streamed on Twitch in a very long time now. Maybe we'll be back in like the next 2 weeks.
All right.
But no promises. But check it out. I used to stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. Some variety streaming, 8's Escape. What had I done prior to that? Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, you name it. As well as some music streams where I perform for you guys from a variety of cover songs that I like, as well as my original music. And you can find all that original music if you dig it on all streaming platforms under the name Nameling. I have 3 singles out, Hard to Trust, Triple Pisces, and Witches, that you can stream everywhere. Album next month. I haven't announced it officially, but keep on the lookout for that. The link that were shared here will give you links to everything. You could find all my socials, all my streaming stuff, Twitch, you name it, is that link tree right there. So if you're interested in the music, interested in the Twitch, go to those links. And to stay updated, follow all the socials because the album announcement will be coming soon, and the album will be coming probably mid to end next month. So,
Nick T, if you come back to Twitch, it would be the
Here he
perfect time to rebrand to Nameling on Twitch.
I think it would.
That may be
a
a
million times.
That may be a potential thing. So that will be changing the link tree as well. But just be sitting on the edge of your seats.
All right. So I'm up.
Dummy.
All right.
This is
guys,
Dredge.
I'm Dredge. Twitch.tv/Dredgenator. It's not plugged in. Hold up. Wait, is it not plugged in? Is it?
No, it is.
It's not. Oh. It is, or is you hear it?
I don't know
No.
anything.
What the heck?
Maybe you shut it off.
I only heard it out of DJ's here.
I was gonna say it was a lot of yes.
Yeah.
Not even plugged in.
Especially
Unbelievable.
dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're up. There you go. All right, let me do my thing. All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
So stream at twitch.tv/Dredgenator. Also doing Pokemon Nuzlocke right now. Pokemon Heart Gold. No heals. We are on run 10, and we actually just beat the Elite Four and Lieutenant Surge, the first gym leader of Kanto. Surprise, surprise, there's going to be a stream tomorrow around 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's not on my schedule. So for those who are checking it out, surprise stream. My work schedule changed. I love it. I know, right?
I'll be there.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. But come check that out. Then we also are streaming Saturday afternoon tomorrow. I can't. All right, Pete. Hit him up.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm Pete.
You can't have this.
Have a
Dummy.
have a dead YouTube channel called Clueless Gamers. You can check stuff out over
Yeah.
there.
It's not dead. Not dead.
Let me talk to you.
Exactly. Let me talk to you. Later this month, the First and 10 NFL football podcast I do with my friend Brian is back. Season 4,
Let's
baby.
go.
It's going to be an entire new format.
I made
I've been
it clear
working
that
on
my
kind
intention
of,
was to
making
play,
it
and my
aesthetic,
intention was
as
to
Dylan
play
likes
for the
to
New
say,
York
look
Jets.
better. So it will definitely be worth the watch if you're interested in the NFL. Please come check that out. I greatly appreciate it. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm still going to call it Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Pete Recaro.
Yeah, I'm never
21.
changing. I'm never calling it X.
Never calling
ever.
it X ever.
So before we go, and before you hop onto that mic over there, the poll ended. Can you guys see the results over there? I can't see it.
It went
over
up
here.
a second
Yeah, I
ago.
can see it.
Yeah.
It is 55 for Yugioh. There's 39 for Zion. 6% draw no result.
I'm
So mixed reviews here.
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
Udius is the favorite right now, but
Yeah.
mixed reviews.
As you would expect.
Yeah,
We don't-
100%.
Do you know Link in bio. And the
I
poems.
hit end the poll on Streamlabs, so I have to end it.
Oh,
on
and in YouTube, the YouTube
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over here.
Yeah. All right, and
yeah.
our legend
Yeah.
will sign us off. I think.
All right. Yeah. Do you want to sign us off?
Yeah,
Producer Dylan.
What do you mean to play us
went
out?
I went to the DJ seat, which is really bad because I just abused this soundboard. I want to thank all of you guys for coming by tonight. Thank you to Caliber, DJ, Nick T, Dredge, and Pete, full team tonight, which is awesome. Coming around, helping me out, huge part of this production. Make sure you follow them. Links for all their stuff down below or in the chat.
Yep.
Thank you guys all so much. You guys are amazing. Appreciate all of you. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's episode 70. bunk beds for sale. Thank you
Okay,
all
nailed it.
so much for watching, and I hope you have
An amazing day.
Take